You got nothing I need. There's nothing left to say. There's just no other way. Can you feel it now? It's like a steel boot to the gut. I feel the heat from these fields of fire. I hear the screeching of burning tires. I don't care how long it takes. I ain't never gonna break. I got a 5.56 that'll leave you rattled.
There is just not enough of that song at the beginning of the show. Sorry, not enough of that.
It's one of my favorite songs about being a soldier I ever wrote. I like that line. I got a 5.56 that'll leave you rattled.
That's it, man. That's badass. Love it.
I thought it was going to be an issue for Gary. I know I was first in the house today, John. Fuck you.
Yeah, I can attest. I showed up and Gary was here. And Martin and Animal were nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I wrote in the private group. I said, hey, I'm first in the show today. Do I win anything? Fucking Chinatsky goes, contempt. That's what I
told him. I said, hell must be freezing over. Gary's here by himself. What the fuck is going on here?
Poor Martin's running behind. So that's I'm not going to start this show until Martin's ready. So
there you go.
Yeah, but
and probably
my body and I are not in agreement today.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just a bunch of stuff. So let's get to that. I want to get to one of the other comments I saw. Yeah, there it is. For whatever reason, I never warmed to this film. A lot of people didn't. It's a hit movie. I mean, it's a
get your brain and get your popcorn ready.
That's it. This is a Michael Bay film, and do
early
not look
Michael Bay.
For,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, when he's going for blockbuster, he is not going to worry about if it makes sense. Look, I remember seeing this in the theater when it came out, and I sat there. This is, 1997 me, and I was working for a magazine at this time as a journalist, and I'm sitting there going, "Look, man, I love law. I've loved law since I was a kid. I love reading about the law. I love watching TV shows about Perry Mason was my favorite show. I grew up on that thing. I'm sitting there going, I know there's no fucking way that would ever happen in a world where a judge does that. And like, what the fuck are you talking about lethal weapons? Like, what are you fucking talking about? Anybody that knows how to fight's a lethal weapon. That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That there's going to be a special law for you. Like, oh my God, this is like some sort of like, and the funniest part of this is like, look, man, I'm going to tell you something. Down in Texas, the biggest bar fight I ever got into was when we went to this, I think it was called the Yellow Rose of Texas. And it was somewhere between San Antonio, Fort Sam Houston and Fort Hood. And it was one of those roadside bars, like bikers park out front kind of place. And single level.
Plenty of those there. Yep.
So would you say what's a roadhouse?
And this is where I've told this story a few times where I saw what was going on and nobody else seemed to be aware of what was going on. And I'm watching it unfold in front of me because everybody's looking at what they're looking at. Well, I survey a crowd. I always watch crowds. And I look over and I'm watching this one guy inching his way forward, got a beer in his hand, and I realize he's getting ready to hit my buddy Kyle Fisher, who's, he's a recipient of the Purple Heart, my buddy Kyle Fisher. He got hit with an IED in Iraq. And he's not paying attention to this guy. And he's from New Orleans, by the way. He's from New Orleans. And he had the craziest fucking accent I've ever heard that I can't imitate. So he
French, English, all rolled into one.
Paying attention to this guy, and I'm watching this other guy inch his way up there, and I realize he's gonna fucking hit my friend. He's gonna blindside him with a fucking beer mug. And so before he could do it, I've got a beer mug, and I just drained it, and I sat there and I waited for him to get to a certain point. And then I fucking clocked this guy upside the head with my beer mug, shattered it all the way to the handle, just broke it in half.
Lucky you didn't cut yourself.
Well, I was gripping it a certain way to keep me from doing that. And it really was hard enough to break the glass, but not hard enough to really knock him out. But I stunned him. And then I hit him. And then I grabbed him and I yelled at everybody, let's go, we're going. Because nobody could figure out what just happened. They couldn't figure out what just happened. Why is this guy on the ground? Nobody saw me do it. And that's how you do it. If you're going to sucker punch somebody, make sure it's somebody who's about to do a sucker punch. You get away with it. Them's the rules with a sucker punch. So I learned very quickly, and my sergeant was there too, by the way. And he got fucked up in the face. And I have photos of that. And he was talking about that fight and how he's like, Gary's one of those guys you don't fucking break. He's a big old Texas boy. He's like, yeah, you don't break the glass on Gary. And I'm like going, just don't break the glass on me. Let me live in peace so I don't have to hurt people. Texas is a fucking serious place for bar fights. Don't fucking do it. Louisiana too.
Yeah.
Put the buddy back in the box and shut
first
up.
one I was ever in, we were a couple of days before the Independence Bowl, and LA Tech, I think, no. It was the Oregon Ducks that were here, and I can't remember who they were playing, but the wrong person said, fuck the Ducks at fucking closing time. And look, the security announcements the DJ made were, they had different codes, right? You had S1, which was somebody stumbling. S2, which means a couple of guys are squaring off, S3 means people are fighting already. S4, you never wanted to hear because that meant a weapon was involved. But this guy, the DJ, the lights are up, we're all cleaning up, and I'm working upstairs, and he says, all male personnel to the front door. I'd never heard that shit before in my life. I look over the banister. My boss is sitting there getting pulled in every direction by a bunch of fucking 250-pound football players.
When you hear all male personnel to the front,
like,
there's a riot. There's a riot starting.
It was crazy, man. Woof.
Because I did some bouncing for a while. Because look, I'm good at that stuff. And but one thing I hated was every once in a while you run into these crowds of people who really they get frustrated with military personnel because we get laid so much. Okay. No. And a lot of the local boys don't like us. They'll roust us. Okay. And it does happen. It's not like a freaking thing. Because I'll tell you something about rednecks for the most part. First of all, they're patriotic, red-blooded Americans, and they tend to be very respectful towards the military. But you get near a post, and that'll start changing for local boys.
Yeah,
and they'll start shit with you, and I've had that happen multiple times. And I tell guys because I have a natural barometer with my brain, I can tell when the temperature changes in a room that violence is about to erupt. And it's something that kept me alive. My sister has it too, Luann. And she and I have that natural, like it's time to shut the fuck and start moving.
Yeah.
Get out of the room. Kept us from being beat as kids. Because we could read the rest of the family. And I shit you not. She'll tell you. We had that built-in barometer for people. And we can tell when it's time to fucking vamoose. And let's see, what's that? That's right, Gary. It's always the townies that start the problems. So often, specifically, when I say townies, it's the townies near military posts. They're
and tell them why that is.
Beefy.
It's
because we get all the girls.
Yeah, we're getting the girls.
They're girls.
Yeah,
and sometimes girls that they think belong to them. And next thing you know, we're laying pipe in their girlfriend. Yeah. And I'm just telling you, when you see townies that do that shit, that's somebody who's probably had their girlfriend taken from them.
That's right. And
I'm like, hey man, if you don't have a ring on that finger, she's open. That was a rule I had when I was younger. Like I took a lot of girls from guys and then would leave. I'm a dick. I was a dick back then.
You were young. So, come on, man.
I was young, full of something.
Yeah. Young, dumb, and full of something. That's it.
Oh, the guy that I hit the second time I hit him, I stunned him with the first one, and then I punched him, and he went down. He was down for the count. I learned very quickly when I was younger from actual doing pugilistic sports, including boxing, Golden Glove boxing. I knew how to knock somebody out. I still do. And
Well,
trust me, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Don't want to.
Pure physics and your size have a lot to do with that too.
Short punches. Short punches are the best ones. And the two ways I knocked guys out were with a right hook or a bolo punch. And now you probably know what a bolo punch. Most people don't know what that is. I've thrown they're haymakers.
Yeah,
and they're designed for one thing and one thing only, to end the fight.
Putting somebody down. Yeah.
Yeah. It's designed for that purpose and that purpose only.
Mhm.
And it comes out of nowhere. If you're fighting somebody who doesn't know how to really fight, they won't see it coming, which is the purpose of the bolo punch. And what's funny is you have a character named Bolo in Bloodsport.
Bolo.
And I thought that was really kind of cool because I'm like the punch?
He's
somebody
in
goes,
End of the Dragon.
somebody goes, is there a drink called Bolo? And I'm like, no, not a punch, a punch. I was really born a redneck. I have a red birthmark on the back of my neck. That's good, Alpha. They shouldn't be so mad. Their dad just sold you a Camaro with 27% interest rate.
Right.
That is another thing on military posts, man. Right outside of posts are the worst auto dealerships you will ever see.
The worst auto dealerships, pawn shops, and strip clubs. Right there, as soon as you get
so
off.
fucked. Well, I know Fort Leonard Wood, once you go into St. Robert, which is that town, at Fort Leonard Wood, at graduation, our reserve drill sergeant wanted to take us all out for graduation. And he wanted to go to the strip club. And I'm like, I don't go to those. And he looked at me and goes, really? And I went, because he thought I was fucking with him, because I was always fucking with him. And I'm like, no, I do not do those. I don't go to titty bars. And he goes, God damn, son, you're going to be missing it. And I said, I'm also going to have all my money tomorrow.
Right. But yeah, Leesville, the town I was born in, that's all that's there. Friggin' Killeen, when you drive out of Fort Hood, that's all you see. Yeah.
No, man.
Pawn shops.
Look, I went to Fort Hood, and I caroused with my sergeant, Dave Hope. And that boy was married. His wife was deployed already when we were in training. And he was a dirty boy. And like, there's a photo. I have the photo. I would never show that photo of him in public, though. By any billionth of a chance of him seeing it and being embarrassed by it. But there's a picture of him with a woman on the sofa, and right above him is a photo of him and his wife who was deployed.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, it was the only thing I didn't like about him. It was the only thing I didn't like about him. You know, that he was quick to fucking sleep with other girls while his wife was away. I've driven past that bar in Fort Leonard Wood, but it's closed now. All of them are gone now, John, in St. Roberts. I don't live that far from it. I've taken Zoe to, my nephew, Eric, he graduated from AIT at Fort Leonard Wood. He was an IED specialist. He worked ordnance and got his MOS there and graduated. And we went there, and I took her on a nice little tour. I showed her my barracks. I showed her, like, because it used to be an open post, but after 9/11,
that changed everything.
No longer. Yeah. It's been locked down ever since. But I've always got I used to have my green ID, and I don't know what happened. In one of my moves, I lost my green ID. And boy, you don't want to do that, man. That green ID is important. People don't realize how important it is. Don't you surrender that thing. That's yours. You lie and say you lost it. Well, with me, I actually did, and it makes me sad. So I've driven past that Fort Leonard. Absolutely. St. Roberts. I love St. Roberts. I remember eating the first fucking fast food I had was right at the tail end of basic training, because we had gone like 2 months without any, like, all you had was army food. And some was really good, but we stayed away from the potatoes because they season them, and I still believe to this day that they use something like saltpeter in them to hide the seasoning, because we stopped having morning wood during basic, and then we stopped eating the potatoes, and it came back, and we're like, ha 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 ha. Girl, so I was like, ha 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 ha, and we're like, what did you put in it? Like, seriously, what is that? Because they say that saltpeter doesn't work, and I'm like, they used something on us, because we lost it for over a week. Like, we went about 8 to 10 days not sporting morning wood, and that's not normal. That's not normal, guys our age.
Yeah, the best club, my favorite club I ever remember from a military post was the place I took basic training. When I graduated, I went straight to the Pistol Palace, right across the street from our barracks.
Pistol Palace just
had
sounds
the
like
cross pistols on the friggin' logo. It was badass. Loved it. It was a home for
I
MP.
went in. So I want to talk about this film a little bit. One, first of all, let me show this one. But is it going to be a cunt to me today and not let me share images? Because it's pulling that shit last night. Yeah, it's not letting me fucking share images.
Crossed fingers.
I'm taking this down. Delete. We're in the studio, and I'm taking down the MGM thing. This is bullshit that it's doing this.
What?
Where's it at?
Oh,
The MGM with me roaring that you put up there, and I didn't want to bother it, but fuck it, it's just not doing what I wanted to do.
yeah.
So I'm going to upload it there. It won't let me share the images. So here you go. So look at that. User versus critics.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And that's over 250,000 reviews from
And that's the ones we take care about, because fuck the critics.
I am not in agreement with any of those two ratings. Both.
You don't know how to check your
I get that people really love this movie. But I'm going to tell you that my review for this would be, out of 10, I would probably give it a 6.5.
Same.
And all of that would be based on the fucking action and the performances of the cast, and that is all. So let me get this image up here. I went in and wanted to know for sure. So I know
somebody likes this movie because TNT puts it on every other weekend. It's ridiculous. Yeah. You can't turn on the television.
Watch it, man. It's Michael Bay, dude. People still watch fucking Pearl Harbor, no matter how shitty a movie that is.
Right.
So here you go. So I went in and I looked at his ribbons, and I looked at his Ranger tab and his I just forgot the name of it. Shit, give me a second. I wrote down the name of it. I always forget, because I wanted to go Ranger, and I was told I wouldn't be able to do it because I snore like a beast. So yeah, Cameron Poe is a sergeant, of course, 3 stripes, and 3 chevrons. He is a member of the 2nd Battalion. He's a 2nd Battalion Rangers, and that is the scroll. It's called the scroll, and then the Ranger tab is right above that. And so you'll notice in the movie that he has the scroll on both arms. That means he's been deployed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not allowed to wear your battalion patch on both arms, or your unit patches on both arms, unless you've been deployed with that unit, with that battalion.
The one that you're serving in currently is, I believe, on the left, and the combat patch is on the right, I believe.
Is the one that you went with. That's right.
Well, he has a purple heart too, right? So he had to have been deployed to get that.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't gotten to the ribbons yet, baby.
No.
So I'm going to get to those in a second.
The citations, as they're called. Yeah.
Yes.
No ribbons for tying your shoes. Proper ones.
So he's got 2 fucking stacks on his chest And I'm going to explain what everything is and what the color means. Because this shit's important. And I shit you not. Because
it is listed on your
pride.
DD 214. All your citations are listed there.
Also, it is a source of pride. One specific group of soldiers, and that's your fucking infantry, because they're 90% of what does combat. So that blue is super important. I'm in the middle of something, dude. So you see the blue rope on a soldier, that just means that they completed full infantry training.
Right.
That's what you get for that. Also, with the blue, you will see the blue around the U.S. and cavalry badges on his lapels. The blue around that, again, means infantry. If you wear your dress Class A hat and you have the U.S. Army emblem on it, you will have a blue ribbon around that as well on your hat. Now, he's doing something, I've seen it done before. I never did it. He has his unit badge on his, I forgot the name of those things. God damn it. On the shoulders.
Epaulets.
I'm not going to try to say it. He's wearing it there.
He didn't even say it in French.
He's also wearing it on his fucking headgear. Now, his headgear also has the patch. So he's wearing his unit pin on top of the unit patch, which is weird to me. That's just weird to me. But I guess some guys do it. But I'm going to tell you right now, this guy ain't dressed right dress. First of all, those fucking sideburns. But you know what? Do I have a civilian here in my fucking platoon? Who the fuck are you? You get caught with sideburns like that, you get smoked. I don't care how much combat you had, you will get fucking smoked by a senior.
And this is going to sound stupid, but it's for a reason. It's for sealing a gas mask. That's what it's why.
You're not supposed to have facial hair for that reason. Also, he's wearing this headgear like a fucking retard. But what's funny is people who see how we wear our headgear, specifically the berets, and I hated it when we all got issued berets. I fucking hated that.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That, man.
Only certain like Rangers and Special Forces should
let those guys who earn that shit have them. Don't give them to fucking regular grunts.
Yeah, I saw David when he came back from Iraq with one. I was like,
that started with me.
Going on?
My group were the first ones that got issued those regular Army berets, and I'm like, fuck that noise.
No.
But anyway, that is not how you wear your headgear at all. He looks like a fucking retard. He gets smoked for that.
Yeah, he does.
But God damn it, I love that he, a lot of people don't know this, that he's been a long time martial arts practitioner. He's trained in a lot of arts, from karate to jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and he studied under the Gracies. And he got to show off his skills in this movie. And that is him doing all of his fight scenes. Not a stunt double, not a fight double. That's all Nick Cage. Now, I like that. So anyway, let's get to those ribbons. Okay, over on the left breast, he has the Bronze Star with the V for Valor. That's the easiest one to see. Purple Heart, Air Medal, Army Good Conduct, Armed Forces Expeditionary is what I think that other one is. And then finally, the Humanitarian Service ribbon. And then he has the Infantry Combat Badge. And that's what that badge up above everything with the wreath. With
the rifle embedded in it,
blue bar again. Blue means infantry with the rifle. And guys are proud of these things, so they fucking wear them. So there we go. Now we can get back to the slideshow.
Did I see what now in the other picture? I think I saw an airborne pendant too. I believe the parachute.
I did not see that on his uniform.
Okay,
doesn't mean he didn't have it, but I didn't see it.
I thought I did.
All I know is he is a ranger. Now he has to be an airborne ranger or something to get the air medal.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you look at that first picture you put up, I'm pretty sure you'll see the parachute on his Class A's. It's gold.
I did not see it. All I saw was the infantry badge. So I'm going to tell you, the air medal, the only way to get that is to have been in combat in the air and to have done something notable while airborne. Like
the dude's a badass.
Yeah.
The dude's a badass.
Also, when you see the Humanitarian Service Award at that period of time, you know that he was deployed to Mogadishu.
Okay. All right. Explain that one.
At that time, that's the only place you could have really gotten it, is Mogadishu.
Gotcha.
I think the most amazing thing about this movie is I'm going to tell you something. This movie is worth the price of admission just to see these actors in the same movie. All-star cast. And not to mention that, you got Brian in it. How much Brian is in it? Miles O'Brien.
Miles O'Brien, yes.
I had to hear that yesterday when we watched the movie.
And you can't go wrong with John Malkovich as the bad guy ever. You just can't.
Specifically in Mogadishu. We've had problems with the skinnies for a long time. And that's what we called them, by the way, when I was in. We called them skinnies. It was not meant out of respect. We didn't like them. It was almost as bad as how we felt about Middle Eastern people at first, because, basically we're always instructed, like, no matter how friendly they are, don't turn your back on them.
North Africa has always been a hot spot.
Because they will smile to your face and stab you in the back. It's in their fucking religious tenements.
One thing needs to be said about the casting, though. Cusack was in it for the paycheck. That was his main reason. And the fucking Birkenstock sandals.
That is more Malkovich than anything. And ironically, Cusack and he were the only ones that really bitched about all the problems on the set.
Well, they kept changing everything all the time.
Daily. Every day the script was being updated with new dialogue. And this was frustrating to guys that were trained actors, but for some reason, Nick Cage seemed to roll with it better.
Now, was this made before or after The Rock?
He's the GOAT.
Did he make this before or after The Rock? I don't remember.
Just after.
Was that after? Okay.
Yeah, because it was 96 was The Rock, and this was 97.
Okay.
And he was trying to establish himself as the thinking man's action star. He wanted to play characters that were more grounded and more realistic. Now, no court I'm going to tell you right now. First of all, this guy, his lawyer, that's the dude from Miami Vice. And he played the idiot, weird dude idiot in Stripes. They kept banging his head against the bunk while they were playing poker. And Dewey, John Candy is looking at his cards going, yeah. Now, if I had these cards, I'd go all in. But that's me. Because
me.
That's just how I play, And so he goes all in. He goes, now see, put your hands down. See, now normally this would be the win. But see, I've got a full house, which beats your flush. And that's so fucking funny to me because I knew guys like that in the military. They're con men, just always talking to the idiots and working them for ways of making money off of them. And correct, the Army Expeditionary Medal was awarded for Somalia. That's not what I said. You got to pay attention to me. The only way to get the humanitarian award, I wasn't talking about the Army Expeditionary. I was talking about the other award. And you specifically got that one for Mogadishu, Somalia. So, thank you for the information, but you're not correcting me because I didn't say that. I'll never forget the first time I heard the term skinnies from the Navy buddies. They'd have to pull to the shore to dump trash, and the skinnies would come running like the Walking Dead. It's really why they look like zombies. It's freaky how skinny they were. They're starving. So anyway, this lawyer convinces him of the worst. He's the worst lawyer ever. And this judge doesn't exist. A judge like this didn't exist at that time in particular.
I hated the court scene. It makes no sense. He's a highly decorated.
There's no logic between a highly decorated soldier and clearly with witnesses. He was attacked with a weapon.
Yeah. Defended his pregnant wife with his bare
pregnant
hands.
wife. It's like that guy wouldn't see a day in jail in real life. But
Let
they
alone
needed to get this
8
guy.
plus years.
They needed to get him in jail. So they gave him a crazy left-wing judge that would never do that.
If I may, the knife came out when the wife was looking for help, and one of the thugs picked up the knife. So there is only his word saying that a knife was involved. There is no account.
Well, there's a knife there. There's a knife there.
Where?
That counts. It's evidence.
At the thief, and it wasn't his.
No.
After he deals with them, the knife is still there. But it doesn't matter.
One of the thugs took it.
He was attacked by a superior number of men and defended himself and his wife. It's absolutely, case closed, self-defense, period. This is a self-defense. But there was a knife, and I guarantee you it was in evidence that there was a knife.
No, they took the knife. The two guys that ran off, they took the knife.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
This is also something that's pretty unbelievable, too, that he wouldn't allow them to visit him. A kid that age wouldn't know the difference.
No.
I mean, my daughter went to visit her mother in jail when she was a baby and had no idea she was in jail.
But even if you told the kid that is jail, they don't know they don't know anything else. They don't know that parent in a different situation. So it's fine.
I may be wrong, but I think he says to his friend that he didn't want the kid to visit him. It was
but it's bullshit.
voluntary.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Bullshit. You would not want to see your kid for 8 fucking years. That's idiotic. That's going to be so hard to reconnect. Just see them and they visit you.
They make it sound like she would be in the same room with all these other convicts. When children are involved, they're usually more secure meetings. And for a reason, because you don't want to fucking traumatize a child.
Hello.
The penal system. I love the word penal system. Just sounds like I'm saying
surprise.
Penal colony. How about that one? Woohoo!
Penal colony.
Yeah, Gary wants to move
from Australia.
I'm like, how can you call it that? There are women there. I don't understand.
Joe, stop encouraging him, please.
Know.
I do have a question for you, though, Gary.
If you're attacked by 3 or more people, even unarmed, you are allowed to use deadly force. Absolutely. And this is the fucking South. You goddamn right deadly force can be used and gotten away with if you're defending yourself.
It happens all the time.
When do I get my wrench, Martin?
Wrench Mephisto.
I don't know. You're the one who dispenses.
Oh, that's his new name, Wrench Mephisto.
Sorry, Meph, I didn't mean to.
If you've heard of Indiana Jones, this is Wrench Mephisto. Sounds like a character from He-Man. Lockjaw and Wrench Mephisto.
Oh, Wrench Meph.
What's Wrench's power? He wrenches things.
I got a question for you, Gary.
What?
Got a question. I'm looking at the IMDb page. Why is Simon West listed as the director? Why is that?
Also, Task Force Ranger was 375, not 275. Oh, I'm sure they probably made that up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I know this is a Michael Bay movie. That's why I'm wondering why they have Simon West as the director of it.
They try to have as much realism. Are you getting pissed at the ribbons and shit? Like Hollywood just fucking ruins that shit. Period. But I did notice what they have on him. They tried to make him look as much like a hero as they could possibly make him. I'll get into this. So here we go. Like, the opening courtroom scene in Con Air is widely considered ridiculous by both legal experts and audiences alike because it ignores basic self-defense laws and legal ethics to force the plot forward. The lethal weapon logic. The judge sentences Cameron Poe to prison by claiming his Army Ranger training makes his bare hands a deadly weapon. It's like, what the fuck are you saying? I know some Rangers that really aren't that good at fighting. Arguing he isn't subject to the same self-defense laws as normal citizens. Yes, he is, because that's why it's called the law. You dumb motherfuckers. No charges in self-defense. Poe was attacked with deadly force by multiple drunk men while trying to protect his pregnant wife, making it clear-cut case of justified self-defense. A disastrous, unethical plea deal. Poe's lawyer, this is the one that really got me. Poe's lawyer, and the judge unexpectedly rejects the predicted sentence to hand down a 7 to 10 year prison term. In the real legal system, if a judge rejects a pre-negotiated plea deal, the defendant gets to what? Withdraw his plea and go to trial. And ultimately fight it with a jury. And in a situation like this, I would probably want a jury for that one because of who he is. Yeah, you would get a very sympathetic jury with that. Most of the time, I told you, like for me, I would want a judge trial, a bench trial. I wouldn't want a jury because I consider, like, I don't want to call people idiots, but most people are.
And they know nothing about the
and I don't
system.
need idiots. Well, what they are given when a jury goes in there, they're given the specific rules, how things work, and how they're allowed to do their job. Cusack's actually pretty good in this. Not great or anything, but he's pretty good in this. And he had this one interesting thing in order to agree to be in the film, is that his character got to wear Birkenstock sandals.
Birkenstock
Why?
Sandals. Yeah, it's so weird.
Because Charlton Heston wore them in a movie where he's running around in sandals. And he thought,
the funny thing
that's
is,
cool.
you don't even realize it. With all the action, the last thing you look at is his feet. So it's really.
I never looked at his feet,
bogus.
not one time. Not one
I didn't
time.
realize. I had no idea until we watched the making of where they talk about it. I'm like, oh, okay. Nobody watches his feet.
I know that guy. He's the computer guy from Mission Impossible. Oh, this must be back when he was in prison.
Same universe?
Same universe.
One of my favorites is the arsonist,
The Phineas Freak?
who is a comedian in real life, and he thrived
Dave
on
Chappelle.
Improvising all the time. He was
Yeah,
so
Dave
much fun.
Chappelle flowed with the script changes because he was making up a lot of his dialogue anyway.
I was fixing to say that it said that on the notes on here. He improvised most of his dialogue.
Yep.
Yeah, because when the script changes all the time, you end up improvising just to get the scene done.
Don't want to bench trial with the judge that just threw away your plea deal. Yeah, in that case, definitely not. You want, well, anyway, with that case, you want a trial by jury. Period.
That
Yeah,
whole concept
in
is so
Shawshank,
weird to me, having a jury.
How
I
often
don't
do
think
you
we have
look
that.
at a man's shoes? Yeah. You tend to not look down. Another rule that Murph the Surf, the bank robber, was known for was hiding things in ceiling tiles because nobody looks up. Something he learned. Okay, this is the guy that is, I think, worth the price of admission, is John Malkovich, playing a villain again, you know, right after playing it previously with Clint Eastwood. And here he is doing it again perfectly. And I don't think this is a very good film for the most part, but I do enjoy the shit out of it. And what I enjoy the most is the acting. I really love the actors in this and the way they fucking occasionally chew the scenery, which typically is not a compliment. But I really liked it. And Malkovich absolutely fucking chews the scenery in this movie. He is worth the price of admission on this movie.
Yep.
There's O'Brien.
The thing is, Malkovich's character, he has a plan, but he has to improvise all the time because the situation is so chaotic. And Malkovich himself, he just channeled the chaotic shooting into his character. He was irritated, and he channeled that to his character to make him irritated, and having to change all the fucking time was just going on his nerves. He's on edge all the time, and he just let that flow into his character, and it's brilliant. He's that good.
Now, I'm going to let you guys know that that this is one of those movies, ironically, based on a real life thing, which is Con Air. It's a real thing. It's actually called JPATS, which is the Justice Prisoner Air Transportation System, and it operates out of hubs like Oklahoma City. However, the Hollywood version is wildly different from reality, which is extremely highly secured and far less dramatic. How the real Con Air works is it's a fleet. The JPATS operates a fleet of aircraft ranging from small jets to larger 737s. They shuttle thousands of inmates, detainees, and deportees across the United States every year. No room for hijacking. Unlike this movie, there is no room in the real things. Cyrus the Virus's character and inmates do not roam around or break out of their restraints. Passengers are fully shackled in handcuffs, waist chains, and leg irons. They're locked into place, so they can't move. There's a rail system on the floors in front of the seats.
And no goofy handcuffs that you can get out of way too easily.
Yeah. They use the old school, which are still used to this day, oddly, handcuffs, which they show them doing this elaborate shit with it, where they're pulling pins out of the skin of their hands and then putting it into the lock. And it's like, no, anybody that's ever dealt with those handcuffs knows how to get out of them quickly. You just take a nail or a pin and you go down where the teeth go in. And there's a little tab in there that is spring loaded and it locks into place. And it's what you hear when you're locking it into place, that tick, tick, click, 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 tick. Okay. You go in with the pin, needle, or nail, and you just push it in and it comes unlocked. It's done.
Crazy.
And it's how magicians get out of them so quickly and always have. People go, they need a key. No, they don't. All they got to do is unlock the teeth. And it's the easiest part. Most open part of the handcuff is where it feeds in. It's not like tight. It's a big open area. And you see it in the movie and it's like, it's fucking dumb. It's just dumb. I look at people's shoes all the time. I superjudge people and their styles. It's a bad habit.
Shoes.
You're one of the few people I've ever met that really does that. It's like, I don't really give two shits what people's wearing on their feet.
Yeah, you never get to meet my dad, Gary. Never.
Yeah, that's okay with me. They are secretive operations, by the way. The planes are highly discreet, usually unmarked except for an American flag on the tail. They land at security, military, and isolated airport tarmacs, where armed guards and prison buses wait to receive the prisoners. There's none of this standby shit. Anyway, the official service managed by the United States Marshal Service, the airline assists the Federal Bureau of Prisons, ICE, and state law enforcement agencies. It handles over 1,000 movements on a daily basis to transfer inmates to courthouses, detention centers, and prisons across the country daily. So it's just, yeah, it's pretty flawless system. So this would never happen in a world. But again, you got to.
This is a check your brain at the door movie.
So you're not
like
going
I
to enjoy
said.
it. Check your brain. You're not going to enjoy this movie at all. And I wanted to enjoy it because I like the actors in it. Con Air, by the way, the movie itself was dedicated to a special man named Phil Schwartz. He is a special effects welder who sadly was under one of the bigger model props of a plane. And it was so big that when he was under it trying to do some welding, it slipped loose and crushed him. He didn't die immediately. They rushed him to a hospital, but he was pronounced dead once he got there. And so the movie's dedicated to him, and that's fucking sad. Man.
It was the strong winds there, right? If I remember correctly, that pushed it over.
Yeah, it was in the desert, and a lot of bad shit happened there in those flats because, goddamn, man, like there are fist fights on set. And they won't say who it was. I can't find out who it was. But you know already that Malkovich, Like, I'm going to tell you something. Malkovich is not a fucking pansy actor. He's a guy that grew up in a tough area, and I have no doubts he was probably one of the people, because in order to keep everybody chill, they had gaming area and weight training and a dojo.
Yeah, the director made them build a dojo. I love that solution to it.
And they did. So they could work it out in the dojo. A bit of trivia, Ray of the Air Medal. One of the mentors had it. Actually, he had 27 of them. In Vietnam, Army members got an air medal for every 25 hours flying time. Now, okay, so combat zone.
In a combat
because
zone, yeah.
The way I always read it was that you had to take action in the air to get that one.
Crazy.
That's interesting. Like, you had to actually actively do something, was what I understood. So for every 25 hours,
flying in a combat zone is enough.
For every 25 hours flying time in a combat zone.
That's actually
fuck
enough.
it. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. For me, that's more awesome. So helicopter crews and senior officers flying observation missions could rack them up. Well, and when he says rack them up, that doesn't mean you get multiple. You can only get one. You can only get one of some things, and that ribbon, once you get it, that's it. Now there he is. They actually had real tough guys in this movie, which led to some of the fights.
Boxers and shit, yeah.
They had boxers, martial artists. They had hockey athletes who were, what do they call them? I forgot what they're called. Joe, help
Goons.
me. The word. Goons, part of the goon squad that were in this movie.
The enforcers
guys
of their teams.
with a lot of missing teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And they had ex-cons in the film too. And one of them is actor Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo. Yep.
And he is an actual ex-con. He talks about it. Look, man, I think he's a good guy. I've met him in person. Really fucking small.
So is Foxy. I've shown you.
Tell me you at least liked him, Martin. Please tell me you at least liked him in his movie.
Yeah, it's still right here next to me. I think I showed it to you last week when we were talking about him.
I'm with Gary on the.
There you go. That's him and Foxy right there. What's up?
He's a tiny man.
Yeah, he is. He's a very tiny man.
Yeah.
I agree with the thing of the cast. The cast was excellent, and the performance was excellent.
I mean, the acting in this is incredible.
Yes, it is.
Terrible. The script is terrible. The story is hokey. It's really unbelievable.
At best.
So in my mind, Malkovich will always be either Cyrus the Virus or Teddy KGB saying, "Give that man his money." The way he talks in that movie. I swear to God. Give that man his money. Oh my God, that fucking accent.
Yeah, I always think of Rounders too when I see him, man.
So like Matt Damon and his buddy are like getting ready to do their first scene with Malkovich at the table. And he's not rehearsed, they've not done anything together. They're sitting there just waiting, and he does the accent. And he does that. And he and his buddy are like, what the fuck? And then after the scene is over, Malkovich just calmly looks over and he goes, "And did I tell you I'm terrible at accents?" Because he knew that they were not really good with that fucking accent. But that's his character. Yeah. He's playing a character. And it's a caricature in some ways.
Right.
And he does not do accents worth
all you do is check.
Okay. Allow me. This one. I felt robbed because I wanted to Buscemi be the one who kills Malkovich.
Right.
Look,
but he turns good in the end.
A lot more to do in the film, and all of his scenes were cut back because it was they discovered when they did the first preview with an audience, they were more invested in his character, what he was going to do, than the rest of the film, and they couldn't have that. So they really cut it back. Like there was this whole thing that the guy next to him is dead in the plane, and he killed him. But that's removed. It's like he strangled him mid-flight.
They couldn't have the audience too interested in that character because it completely sidetracked from the actual story. And it sucks because he's so good. But
real quick before we get
by the way, this guy here, I'm going to talk about him just for a second, and then
Nick Chicklin.
This guy here is the actor producer that read my script for the vampire one called The Darker, and he fell in love with the priest, and he wanted to play the priest.
Nick Chicklin?
And if we had continued with that company, my film would have been made by them. But still, I want Tom to make it. And I want to have, I just forgot his name, Mad Max actor that Tom works with.
Tom Hardy.
No. Tom Conkle works with the guy from the original Mad Max Road Warrior. Anyway, he's the one I want to have play the priest. So anyway, I'm sorry, Joe, go for it.
Oh yeah. Before we get too far away from Danny Trejo, if you guys want to see his life arc, which is amazing, by the way, there's a documentary where he talks about it. And
I actually
Inmate Number One.
I get to sit and listen to it the day I met him.
Yeah.
And again, I want to point out my daughter, so excited. She knew who he was because of the Spy Kid movies.
Yeah.
She was
It's called Inmate Number One, The Rise of Danny Trejo. That's the name of the documentary. You should watch that. It's pretty amazing.
This is a chick that I fucking dug the hell out of. That's Melina from Total Recall.
Yes. Yep. Love that woman. She is a smoke show. Good Lord.
How do you pronounce her last name, Martin?
Nicotin.
Ticotin.
She's
it could maybe Ticotin.
Because I wasn't sure if it was Ticotin or Ticotin. Because I've heard it said Ticotin and it bothers me because it sounds too American. But she's a very good actress and she was a star for a bit. And it was kind of cool seeing her in this movie in the one female role. USAF awarded it based on the number of missions flown. You could get it for individual acts of merit in the air, peacetime and wartime, as Gary alluded to. Action while in an aerial vehicle. If you have to defend the vehicle, like, good God, man, you go, well, when will that happen? We have had so many hairy situations with our military, with helicopters and fucking planes getting off the ground just in time or landing just in time. Crazy fucking stories. And you get caught in a situation like that where you might have to return fire. Yeah, you're getting that fucking medal or ribbon. So let's see. Oh, wait a second. What was this about? My fantasy. Yeah, because that would have been fucking cool, but wasn't going to happen because he was a sympathetic character that no matter how psychotic he is, that character was actually created just for Buscemi. Same thing with most of the cast. But here's where we get into the fun part. Is how many actors were up for certain parts. And this one kind of fucking blew my fucking mind. So other actors who are up for playing Cameron Poe. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
Sylvester Stallone. Bruce Willis. And that'll come back again in a second. Kurt Russell. Tom Cruise. Brad Pitt. Keanu Reeves. Steven Seagal. And Van Damme were some of the actors considered for the Cameron Poe character. Then you have some names that were thrown at Cyrus. And I'm going to throw it in there again. Bruce Willis. And he turned both down. He turned them flat. Cyrus was also sought after for Gary Oldman. In fact, that was who they wanted. Then Jack Nicholson was another one. Robert De Niro, John Travolta, Tom Sizemore, which would have been awful. Don't get me wrong. Sizemore is a good actor, but not for that role. Mickey Rourke, he was actually gonna be the part. He was like brought on, hired, and then things fell apart, and he was just let go for I don't know why. Because he showed up for audition, with a real fucking knife.
Okay.
And the casting director and the director were like, and of course also the producer were like, I fucking like that, man. Yeah, this guy's, he's got it. And they gave it to him, but something happened, and I don't know what happened. He was let go.
Who knows with Mickey, man? Who knows? Good
was another one who had gone for the part, but there's one actor in particular who was brought in to audition for this. Was British actor, English actor, Jason Isaacs. He was handed a handgun by one of the guys on the set for the audition. And while he's doing this scene, in the middle of it, everyone, including he, realized that's a real gun and it's loaded.
Whoops.
Now, the part that cracks me up here is to set it down. But no, because he's your typical lefty fucking British pussy. He freaked out over it, about shit his fucking pants, and left, never to return.
Hey, listen, if you never had a loaded gun in your hands, it's okay to freak out.
That doesn't even make sense to me. That just makes no sense. It's like, that's like saying to a guy, to a real man, you've never had your penis in your hand?
No.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Wait.
One time or another.
There's a reason to freak out. You say, this production is bonkers.
Well, yeah.
Well, that could have scared him too, but his reaction to the gun being loaded and shit and just walking out.
Dude, that's so irresponsible. You said, I'm not doing this. Somebody could get shot in this.
One word, Russ.
Well, I will say this. Yep. They actually did have an armorer for this film, but not during auditions. And that's why that was fucked up. So anyway, he left the audition and never got the part. And I'm not sure he was trying out for. It could have been Cyrus. I don't know. Okay. But I think in the end, the casting is perfect in this movie.
Two things. Nobody considered ever Michael Keaton as Cyrus? What the fuck?
He was another one. No, he was one of the actors that was sought at one point. Michael Keaton was a huge star, and he had done the movie Pacific Heights. And Pacific Heights, I fucking love that movie.
And Desperate Measures.
Desperate Hours. I thought it was Desperate. No, you're right. Desperate. What was it called? Desperate
Measures.
Where he's the prisoner who swallows a key.
Yeah, his character is almost like Cyrus.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we have Socks Bulletin in the house. Hello,
hey, Socks. What's up, my friend? So let me get back to some of these comments. I always know Steve Buscemi as Mr. Pink. Yeah, that's right. If you want to see a great, what's really funny is nobody wanted that name until he picked it. And then everybody wanted Mr. Pink. No, I think I'd rather have Mr. Pink. It's a better name. Nope. You guys didn't want it. I took it. Fuck you guys. Going home. And if you want to see a great story of redemption, watch it. Inmate number 1, The Rise of Danny Trejo. It's in his own words. And he did truncated versions of that when he speaks at these shows. He does his own form of a TED Talk about his life and how he switched it around. And he is an arpist in this movie. And I like that his character gets fucked up and gets dismembered.
Yep.
In his death, because you see them drag his body away, but his arm stays handcuffed.
and the cop said, well, this is it. This was that. And said, yep.
Now, I do want to point out there is one fuck up that I didn't understand. Was the scene where where Poe has to fight. I just forgot the actor's name again. Give me a second.
Nick
Fucking
Chinglin?
shit. I'm sorry. Say it again. I was thinking.
Nick Chinglin?
Yeah, Chicklin. Chicklin fight scene. He should have weeded him through the fucking wheel and dropped him out of that fucking plane. I can't. When they found him later in the film, like, you didn't get rid of that? You killed him? Or you didn't even try to fucking hide him? Like, what the fuck, man?
They do drop one guy from the plane though, while he's still alive.
Now, one of the things I loved, well, yeah, and he did, and that's what he writes. He writes the message.
Oh, he was dead.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was dead. He died early. Gary Oldman would have been great. I absolutely think so too. Gary Oldman had that kind of energy, and we learned that in the movie The Professional.
Oh yeah.
Everyone liked seeing Ock. He could do over the top like nobody's business.
We have a new viewer. Welcome, Indie Phantom.
Indie Phantom Sofa Cinema. Awesome. I was a couch potato critic for the magazines I used to work for back in the 90s. And I wrote film reviews and did interviews. And I was called the couch potato critic. I did that all the way up into the 2021 was the last time I wrote a review, I think.
Yeah, I asked you earlier about that. Why they've got West listed here.
Well, they got what listed?
Under IMDb, Simon West is the director.
Oh, you
yeah, Simon is the director. Yeah, he's going to fuck it up the rest of his life. That's never changing.
He got it right for about 2 weeks.
Oh, leave me alone.
Let me tell you something.
I get it backwards. What do you want?
This movie, yes, is West. It's a West movie, but it feels like a Michael Bay, and sometimes it feels like a John Woo movie.
Right? Yeah, like a fusion of the two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta admit that. Look, John Woo had a huge impact on American cinema at this time, and then we got him here, and he did his first major film with Jean-Claude Van Damme, which we already did on Military Monday.
Yep.
And the reason why this one's on Military Monday is because he's an Army Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
And gotta like that. But I never did. And anybody else spot that on him ever? Because I never saw his jump pen. I never saw that. I didn't see the patch or the pen. For mid-90s action stars, Wesley Snipes, I actually liked him a lot too. And what's amazing is he was a legit actor, but he saw the cul-de-sac of his career and got smart. He was one of the first major actors to go from drama to action. He was a legit movie actor, movie star when he did it.
I'm always gonna love to Wu Feng.
Oh my God, Cruise Control is so fucking bad. I don't allow any memory of that film to remain in my brain. I've removed it. The only thing that stays with me is one of the dumbest things I ever saw with Willem Dafoe when he tells the computer, detonate now. I said a computer wouldn't understand the command if he said now. Like now is not an increment of time. It's more theoretical than it is anything. And you would just confuse a computer telling it to explode now. Like, what do you mean now? Like now or now or now? Because every instant is now. Every new instant is now. You can't tell a computer that, especially back in the fucking 90s. You would shut a computer down giving it a command prompt like that now. And they did that in the movie. He types in the word now. Opened June 6, 97 on 2,824 screens in the United States and Canada and grossed 24.1 million its opening weekend, topping the U.S. box office above Lost World Jurassic Park, which was not the best sequel. It was pretty... it was good all the way until they hit the mainland, and that's when it kind of lost its steam. I consider the third film the better sequel. I like the third film. I got to be honest, I enjoyed the fourth film too, but the third film is actually better than people give it credit for.
Hey, Gary, I've got a freeze frame of that first picture you showed, and he does have something underneath his ribbons. Take a look at that. Martin has it.
I'm trying.
I know you are.
Oh, I tried, and he undid it as I was doing
it. Look right there underneath his ribbon rack. That looks
there it is. Okay, so he's airborne.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say earlier. It looks a lot like.
Yeah, and the photo that's so
pendant.
covered by the copyright holder, his name.
Yeah.
How they and not the studio owns a copyright to that.
Right.
Makes no sense to me. Let's see. People only went to go see Speed 2 because of Sandra. Yeah. But without Keanu, that movie died. And don't get me wrong, the kid's a good actor. A lot of people don't know who he's the son of.
I'm one of them.
Because the actor's name is Jason Miller, right? Is that his name?
No.
No. It's his dad's name. His dad is Jason Miller. He played Father Damien in The Exorcist.
Oh, wow.
And Exorcist 3 plays the same character.
Oh, wow.
And in real life, he is the father of, what is that fucking kid's name? Oh, give me a second. It's Jason Patrick.
Okay.
Jason Patrick. And the kid's a good actor, by the way. Went bald young. Lost his hair young. Hey, there's a Clipper. Love that plane. One of my favorite planes. Yankee Clipper. It proves that a sequel gets the upper hand of the newcomer. It can. Air Force came out also in 97. Oh, Air Force One. Yeah. Get off my plane. Great stream. I'm a bit behind, but it's Simon West from Michael Bay. No, Michael Bay is the executive producer and the force behind the script changes.
It's kind of like
he directed. Simon West was personally picked by Michael Bay.
I was fixing to say the guy that's directing Supergirl. Yeah, he's the director, but you've seen the trailers. It looks like a James Gunn joint, right? I mean, pretty Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, same kind of thing.
And this was his first movie after his best friend and partner died, Don Simpson. And Jesus Christ, have you ever read how that fucking guy died?
No.
Originally, when it got put out, heart attack in his home. No. This guy was like one of the worst fucking drug addicts I've ever heard of. He's taken uppers and downers, fucking cokehead, huge cokehead. And they found, how many was it? 1,500 different medication chemicals in his fucking bloodstream. Like he was taking uppers and downers on a regular basis.
20 something, but he was taking uppers and downers at the same time, so none of it made sense.
It's crazy.
That's what addicts do, though. They take something to get them on an even keel after they've taken something else.
They went into his private closet and there was a table with a line of fucking drugs all the way across with over 120 different pills on this table. Like, this guy was a fucking drug addict. And it's like, basically he had a heart attack, but it was from misadventure with drugs. Yeah, drug related.
So he was living a brave new world for real.
So like I said, this was Michael Bay's first movie after Don died. And this was a film that he was wanting to do. And so, because he had a list of films that his buddy Don wanted to do, and he made sure that those movies got made. And in memory of his friend. And even though he's not the director of this film, he is the director of the director. And Simon West did what he was told. And he really did a fucking good job on this film for what was handed to him. This is a guy that really only did music videos and shit. And he fucking made a fucking movie.
Isn't that where Michael Bay started? Was in music videos?
That's where a lot of fucking people. Ridley Scott, the guy that did Highlander. So many guys got their start. Oh, fuck. What's his name that did Alien 3 or Alien Cubed? That
Wouldn't
guy,
remember that guy.
got his start in music videos. So many of them do. I'm trying to remember who this actor is in this scene, but this is another great little cameo with this guy in the film. And that's the thing you're going to get in a Michael Bay film. You're going to get a lot of little cameos. John Simmel died in a mountain of cocaine. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It wasn't just cocaine, dude. There were like 1,000 different drugs in that house. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, he had a cult of fucking drugs. That was his religion.
MCG's another one that the guy that did the original Charlie's Angels movies with Cameron Diaz.
McG.
Yeah,
McG.
McG.
Yeah.
He's another one that was a video music guy.
And I got to be honest, I like a lot of his films. I like McG.
Yeah, he's
I
good.
think he's a bit flashy at times, but God damn it, Charlie's Angels was fun. There he is.
That was.
Good actor right there.
Mm-hmm.
I was in North Block. I don't remember seeing you. Well, you know, there are 160 guys on North Block. He says, I only knew 159. I didn't really feel the need to include you. What a great fucking retort. His accent changes so much during the fucking movie. He did. He really did. He had a language coach, accent coach, who worked with him very closely to try to get the way he talks down. But he will sometimes, I swear to God, sounds like Alabama. And sometimes he sounds like he might be from lower Tennessee or Kentucky or from fucking Georgia.
Yeah, I have a friend in Kentucky, and especially when he says son, he sounds like my friend from Kentucky.
Yeah. Well, their accents are, like I said, you know, they're all connected at some point, you know, and so therefore you have these regional bleedovers from state to state where you'll get that. Like Arkansas has it too. Arkansas sounds like us up near northern Arkansas. The further south you get, guess what it sounds like? Texas.
John, we put him down for next January. Don't worry. We will do a Nick Cage week.
I'm liking Spider-Man Noir so far. Pretty cool
I
stuff.
still have been trying to find a fan edit of that movie that takes out all the romance. It also takes out the whole Billy Mitchell. Right?
Yeah,
you don't need
that would be cool.
I just want a movie about Pearl Harbor and end when they're you know, with the whole Billy Mitchell raid discussion, and that's the end of the movie. Michael Bay's movies, yeah. Let's see. The Rock is probably the best Bay flick.
Yep.
Well, as far as
yeah.
producers go, yeah. But his best movie, as far as getting, because he works with a lot of guys on a regular basis, like Verbinski is somebody he works with a lot. But his movie 13 Hours is his personal best film ever made.
One Mind. Yeah. I enjoyed the hell out of that movie.
13 Hours is an emotional fucking roller coaster.
It will piss you off.
Yes, they got some shit wrong in it, and I'm okay with that because it's a film. It's not a fucking documentary. But still really
the whole
like
idea that these guys that weren't even on this job left what they were doing to go and help these guys. It'll piss you off, and that's what happened. These guys weren't working in that for the embassy. But they showed up. You know. Yeah, it'd piss you off. That whole incident is why I just could never think of voting for Hillary Clinton. I was like, those were your people, and you left them hung out to dry. That's just unbelievable. Yeah.
So now that he is brought up, won't win an award, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. So Con Air was nominated and won one Razzie Award, and in fact, what it was nominated for was created just for this movie. It was what was it, honey? The most unbelievable, irresponsible film to
something about being really
irresponsible.
Yeah,
irresponsible with public and private property, and so it won. It won that award.
Did it win, though?
And,
I don't know. I know it was nominated at the creative.
No, it
I don't
won.
know if it won.
I just told you it won.
Okay.
It was nominated also for the song. Oh, here it is. I found it. I got my notes. Worst reckless disregard for human life and public property. And this was something that was created just for this movie. And then it was also nominated the worst original song with How Do I Live? Which is funny because it also got nominated for an Academy Award. It didn't win. But personally, I fucking like that song. It's
a great song. They were just pissed. They were pissed because it's a love song in an action movie. No, it's not Celine Dion, but she sounds like her.
Trisha Yearwood. Am I roboting right now?
Nope.
No, you're not. You're coming through fine, buddy.
So Trisha Yearwood has an incredible range. And when I first heard it, I thought it was Celine Dion. And I'm like, holy shit, that girl can fucking sing. I'm convinced that Razzie nominations for a certain period point toward more entertaining films than the Oscars. Yeah, they're for fun.
There's an argument for that, no doubt.
Hey, that's why I thought it was so awesome when Halle Berry was nominated for a Razzie.
Yes,
she showed up and accepted it.
Yes, that was awesome.
Like, that's a chick with no ego. You got a lot of
clout for that, man.
No ego.
She sure as hell did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, but nominating that song, that's just people getting pissed that an action movie has a love song. But there's a love story in it, so it has its place. So fuck off. I'm glad they got nominated for an Academy Award too, because it's a great song.
Again, right here, this character was written specifically for him and tailored to him as an actor. And he is Buscemi is so fucking good an actor. The other character that was kind of written for him is the one he does in another Michael Bay production called Armageddon, which we still haven't done, but I want to do. I always got angry because nothing pisses me off more than somebody playing with my heart, my emotions. And when you have to deal with Bruce Willis's going to go die for his planet. And you got to deal with it not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times. Because then his daughter shows up. That's the third one. And I'm like, I said out loud in the theater, fuck you. Because I started crying again. I got mad.
Yeah.
Like, you motherfuckers don't do that to men.
The Ben Affleck and him scene in the elevator was bad enough, right?
Yeah. I also love that Ben Affleck pissed Michael Bay off when he says, well, the whole thing, you can actually train astronauts faster to learn the basic engineering than you can train a guy that works on a rigger that works on a rig to be an astronaut. And he goes, shut up, Affleck.
Right.
Quote unquote, shut up, Affleck.
Check your brain, Affleck.
Yeah, she took forever on this one, John. She took forever on
it. It was not the first one. Dude, if it takes me more than 1 hour to drop an F-bomb, I'm sick and feverish and not myself. So no, I'm pretty sure I dropped one earlier.
So I was befuddled how the guy in the tower died. And it wasn't until you see hidden in that hangar that you had this, cartel guys in there. And I'm like, that's how he died. I could not make sense of that watching the film, because I was really like, how the fuck did he die? I thought maybe they cut something out of the movie. I'm going to have to go with Armageddon as my favorite Michael Bay movie. Some people do. I'll tell you who. I
like the Transformers, the original. I'm sorry, guys. That's still.
I like those. No, I like those films. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are no fans of Michael Bay, and
no, they aren't.
They wanted to do a shot-for-shot puppet remake of Armageddon, and just to shit on him.
Things that the world doesn't need.
Oh, come on. That would be.
But instead, we got Team America, and I love
and that song.
Team America was at least fun.
And Michael Bay sucks too in the lyrics.
Fuck yeah.
Cast
no. The Freedom Isn't Free song.
Oh, the Freedom Isn't Free song. Yeah, I got you.
And Michael Bay missed the point.
But I like that song too, because what is it? $1
Yeah.
What is it? $1 $3.50? Was that it? $1.05. That was it. $1.05. Done country style. That's fucking funny.
No, just like Mega fucking Transformer.
You damn straight I do. I'm a red-blooded American male, aren't I?
Oh, when she popped up that hood.
Oh.
Every male was Shia LaBeouf.
There are certain perfect visuals in life. That was one of them, no doubt.
Yeah, if like this movie, if it didn't have this cast, I probably would have given it about a 4. But my God, the cast alone is why I love this movie so much. Yeah. And it took what would have been a 4 and put it all the way up to about a 6.5 on this. Right. Because I'm like, yeah, I like this movie. It's not like a great movie, but it's a fun fucking movie.
I don't believe I've ever sat and watched it from beginning to end, but I've seen the whole movie because they show it so much on friggin' cable, dude. They show it like on a loop.
They want to get their money back.
I guess.
Cage is wearing what appears to be a senior parachutist wings on a 275 oval, and the flap of his pocket below the ribbons. That's correct. Okay.
Yep.
See, I couldn't see that. All I could see were the ribbons above and the infantry badge.
To be fair, they had a logo right over it because he got the
yeah. That's why I couldn't see it. My eyes are bad to begin with. These scenes with him just pacing up there are some of my favorite moments with him, because you're getting story and character with these moments, these quiet moments with him. Oh, that's the moment right there where he turns in the wind. The fan blows his hair perfectly.
Yes.
It's so gay.
It is gay. It's gay as all get out. It's ridiculous.
Let's see. I feel so bad for Snipes getting his first prison haircut and being asked if he wants the Blade cut or Demolition Man cut. Don't mess with the IRS, man. Amen, dude. Amen. No, not at all. The 1997 sequel is, although I hope they dismantle it. I consider it one of the single most un-American, organizations within the government. It really is. I mean, that's how we started this fucking country, was against that shit. Taxation without representation. And that's what they're doing. So anyway, no, not at all. The 1997 sequel is easily forgettable, inane, and derivative.
They made a sequel to this?
No, he's talking about Speed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lost World.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe's the bad guy in that one. Yeah, that's a silly
Lost World. No, now we're talking about Lost World, actually. Mm-hmm. Lost World, Jurassic Park. The only good parts of that movie is while they're on the island. Look, I enjoy the character played by oh my God, Vince Vaughn. He's great in that fucking movie. Vince Vaughn is the best part.
They butchered that book in that movie. Let me tell you.
It's not even the book. The whole going down the street like Godzilla.
Yeah, with the Japanese guy looking at the T-Rexes. Oh my God, that is Godzilla again.
Although Ronnie Gojira. Jason Patrick is the grandson of Jackie Gleason and the son of Jason Miller, who is more of a stage actor than he was a movie actor. Wesley Snipes, wait a minute. Wesley Snipes forgot to pay his. He didn't forget, man. There were choices made. He was advised and advised poorly. Yes. He listened to the wrong advice. I was going to say Air Force One, right? Yep, there we go. Don Simpson died. Yeah. Went over stuff again.
La cocaine or cocaine?
La cocaine.
The yayo.
Yeah, I was published in 2 different magazines, Illinois magazines, back in the 90s. I love Demolition Man for its perception of the 21st century. It's a fun movie, and it absolutely predicted some shit. I've watched lots of streams, but first I'm on live. Thanks for the great shows on January, man, and the oh, absolutely, man. Look, I think the best person on our channel for information about the movies we're talking about is the Chief. When he talks about these movies, go watch the Onion Field episode.
Ooh.
That the Chief.
Well, the
Flombaugh.
chief actually
It
has a
is-
plan
yeah.
when he's doing the show. We're just hanging out
Good stuff.
talking.
Well, he also has other cops on.
Yeah,
know.
I wish I was off on Tuesdays. I'd love
Yeah.
to be on the
Dude,
show, man.
I
That would be
couldn't
awesome.
believe that cops are the funniest men ever.
The only people funnier than cops
Really?
are drill sergeants.
Yes.
Drill sergeants are some of the funniest fuckers you'll ever meet in this planet. But don't you ever get caught laughing.
Nope.
You have to learn to stomach those laughs. You got to
They turn
swallow
into
it.
Joe. They turn into Joe Pesci and Goodfellas.
John,
they,
How do
will,
I amuse you?
they will rip off your head and shit down your neck if they catch you smiling or laughing.
Oh
Like they
boy.
will fucking destroy you.
John, I sent you an invite on your ex. I mean, that's Wolfen. Come on, jump in. What the fuck are you doing in the chat?
Alien
guess
3
he's at
is where
work.
I gave up on the franchise. I have not seen a movie from that franchise since.
Well, first of all, it's Alien with a 3 up to the right. And I said, that's Alien cubed? Like, what
Yeah.
are they saying? Alien to the third power? Like, what?
Yeah, no. It's the Cube. The movie The Cube.
Well,
But
that's-
there is the xenomorph.
Yeah.
they should have
totally-
named it
Ooh,
Alien -3.
That's a movie I'd
That-
like to talk about. The Cube. That was cool.
Yes. Oh,
And I'm saying
yes,
it was a
it is.
claustrophobic, but that was a crazy one.
By the way, speaking of that, right now on our X page for Pop Culture Minefield, we're still taking those votes for Jeff Bridges. His birthday is going to be this fall, and I'm letting you guys help us pick what movies we do for Military
Let
Monday,
me
Wednesday,
get over there
Friday,
right
and
now, 'cause I am
Saturday.
a huge fan, my friend.
Right now,
You
for
took-
me, Martin signed in. It's showing no votes on 2 of them, even though I know there are votes.
You took out Thunderbolt for Friday, though. Why? There's only 3 movies now to vote for Friday. And I really want to revisit that movie because we didn't do it
I didn't
justice
take
last
it out.
Friday. There's
I
only
did
3.
not take-
I wanted to go and vote for that for Friday. It's not on there. There's only 3 movies for voting. At least showing up for me. And I think we have to go back to that movie because it deserves more love than we showed it.
Where do I find this
Jeff
poll on your
Bridges'
page, buddy?
performance alone is why.
dude.
Yeah.
And
You-
if we don't get to do it, then we'll just have to do it when we go back to Clint's birthday in next year, and we'll redo the film and delete the one that was up.
Okay,
repeat
okay.
some of the same
Hear
shit.
me out. Remember yesterday, the last show when we went and saw the polls, and I had voted, but it hadn't registered the vote, and then I had to vote again. Maybe it's that. So people in the chat, if you had voted in the polls, make sure you do it again, because it may have not been registered the first time.
How far down is it, guys?
Thunderbolt and Lightfoot is on Wednesday, Anima.
I didn't see it on any of because I clicked through all
On
of them and
Wednesday.
I can't vote because I don't know any of the movies. And I didn't
Friday
see them Wednesday.
is Thrillers, which is The
Okay, I
Fisher
got it.
King, Morning After, Jagged Edge, and Against All Odds. And right now, The Fisher King is winning.
That's the
But
truth.
for Wednesday, going back to Wednesday, it is Action Cinema Wednesday, Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, Hell or High Water, which initially showed me more votes for Hell or High Water. Only the Brave and True Grit. And so Hell or High Water was winning when I last saw it. Now it shows 0 votes. I don't know what's going on.
Freak.
Just telling you.
Wait,
man.
Military
fucking
Monday,
outside this?
it's split 3 ways right now. I just voted for Blown Away, and it's friggin' split 3 ways right now.
So you
I-
like
I-
chaos.
I struggle between Blown Away and Arlington Road. Those 2 are awesome. They really are.
Yeah, it's telling me right now 81 people have viewed the Wednesday show or Friday show. And right now, it's not even telling me how many voted. 1 vote. It says 1 vote for Friday. Only 1 vote. and I know that's bullshit. So X is doing something. It's screwing these polls
Well, I'm
up.
scrolling through here trying to find the other days, and I'm just not seeing them.
They're one right after each other in the latest.
I'm telling you what I'm looking at right now. It's a bunch of ads for your shows. I went all the way down to May 20th.
Yeah, you got to scroll down. May 29th is where it's at. May 29th is when they were posted originally. As I recall. Yeah, May 29th is when I posted the polls. Look, I'm just going to give you the fucking links right here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Put them in the
put the links in there.
I did the last show. I did the last show. Don't act like this is new. I did the exact same thing last show. So if you guys want to vote, here's one. Now put it in the public chat. Here's one of the polls right here. So you guys can go vote over on Twitter, X, whatever you fucking want to call it. That's for Wednesday was the first one. Let's go with Friday is the next one in the order on my screen. This is Friday, so make sure to go vote on this. This one's in the private chat now. Putting it in there. Putting it in. You feel it?
I feel it. Just a tip, Gary. Just a tip.
Just the tip. That's all I can do. I'll fucking tell you.
I won't judge.
Oh, you're fucking wrong for this, dude. This one, the second one is what? Wednesday? He's got all the against all odds, the Fisher King and Jagged Edge all in one fucking poll. You suck.
Yeah.
You suck. You suck.
Look, I picked some of the best films for him, and they're going to have to compete against each other, for Christ's sake. It's not my fault. It's just how it works.
That is why I had here the video of you never know when some sadist is going to make you choose.
There's
Peter
another
Wolf
one for
has
you guys.
the best line in Jagged Edge. He is an Iceman. He is a monster. Love it.
All right. This is for Sci-Fi Saturday. Boom, in the chat, and go into private chat. Oh, it looks like, okay. So 2915 got mentioned twice. I'm sorry, guys. Let me go to the next one. Is Military Monday. Military Monday. I accidentally put the same one in twice. I apologize. Here you go. This is correct in the private chat. And now I will go look to see where the last one is, and I will delete that. Delete comment. It is now deleted. And now the correct one is going up into the public chat. So there you go. Those are the 4 links to vote for Jeff Bridges this fall. And I will select those and put them on our official Jeff Bridges, well, for our year. We plan our shows out throughout the year. We're already planning into next year.
Ahead of the game, my friend.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something wrong, and it's not us, it's X.
Yeah, because I looked at it on my Brave browser when I voted for Military Monday, and it said it was a 3-way split. And when I just looked at it on the Google one, the Google browser, it said 50-50 between the top and the bottom ones, and it didn't even show
exactly.
the register. Yeah,
right
it didn't
now
even
it's
show
sitting,
that I voted for Blown Away. Yeah, that's very weird.
Right now it shows only for Men Who Stare at Goats and Arlington Road. And I got to tell you, I like all 3 of those films. Men Who Stare at Goats is funny. Blown Away is a good film with Tommy Lee Jones. And then
it's
Arlington
the Irish
Road,
thing. That's why I picked it, bro.
Yeah, Arlington Road is creepy.
Is a scary fucking movie. Yes, that is a scary
because he thinks he's figured him out, and they had him played the whole fucking movie.
Whole time they were playing 4D chess. Woo! That is a
and
scary
he was playing
movie.
checkers.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get enough votes when we do it that way. We want to make sure we're giving everybody a chance. So we do them on the Twitter.
You could do it on your community page there. Just do a post on your
I've never
page.
done a poll up there on YouTube.
You can put up the 4 choices in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, I can't do it now because I've already done this. Because then we'll have 2 separate polls, and then I got to figure.
You just add them up. Just add them up.
No, I'm not going to do averages.
Sorry,
math. I'm not going to do
math is hard.
I'm not doing any extra. No, I love math. I excelled at math.
When I do a poll,
the blue or the clear one.
Add it up. That's what I do. Yeah.
Here's the funny thing. Okay. I did an IQ test again. I like to do it because of my dad, because of what happened with my dad getting dementia. And he was doing his own cognitive tests at home. And it was one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. He was doing them in a notebook. And I could watch as I flipped through the book with my cousin and Mac and Zoe, flip through this notebook, and I could see my dad's decline on paper. And his handwriting too. It was like a different person was in the latter part of the notebook. And so I began thinking, I need to make sure at this age, I am now 62, I need to start making sure my cognitive reasoning is still working. So I went and I took an IQ test, and I missed 2 questions on it. Both of them were math questions with large numbers that I would have to do in my head. And I have numeric dyslexia, and I can only do 2 integers. I can't do 3 or more in my head. Just won't happen. The minute it goes over 3 integers, I start to have trouble. And so what I ended up doing in my head is averaging and guessing at what I think is the closest to what my guess is. And I missed those 2 questions. Everything else, that spatial reasoning and all that shit and pattern recognition, I excel at those. And so I got on a scale of 145 on this test, being the highest you can get on that test, I got 142 on the test. And which is right in that range I'm normally at. Is like on the other test that goes higher, I get a 154 on that test. And on that version of the test where it does go as high, I always score right around 142, 144.
Yeah, it's not fun to see your parent go through that, man, because my mom's going through it right now. And
it really scares me.
Yeah,
with my dad, what happened to him, because that was everything to him, his mind. He was a genius, an engineer, a professor of history. Jagged Ed, The Morning After, and Against All Odds are nice stuff. I love all those movies. And in one of them, he's the bad guy.
Don't want to say which one. Don't want to spoil it.
Don't want to say which one. Oh. But he's the villain in it. And I love the ending. Yeah, again.
And it's got Robert Loggia. No.
Robert Loggia. That's as in Robert Loggia.
The fuck do I know?
As in, look, it's Robert Loggia.
Is that your brain talking or another part of your anatomy? Oh, fuck me. What the fuck do I know?
Family Guy is so funny.
He's great in that flick.
I love Loggia. Is one of my favorite actors. Get on the horn and tell all those sons of bitches how to bring them down. Or bring those sons of bitches down.
Yeah, he's great in Independence Day, man.
Let's see. Smarties are super susceptible to early onset dementia. Who is this Martine character I'm seeing today for the first time? Martine. I prefer the day after the morning after. Fucking shut up, John. One of those has a great Joe Esterhaus script. I'm going to bet that is actually The Jagged Edge. I don't know why, but that just tracks with the kind of film he would write. Look forward to.
We already done. That's just the link in the Phantom to see the chief review of Only the Brave.
Yeah, look, man, the chief, when it comes to law enforcement and talking about it, you just can't beat him. Loggia, in Lost Highway and Scarface. Yeah, he dies in Scarface. I don't remember if he dies in Lost Highway. Let's see. I don't think anyone of us can lose. Don't acknowledge that movie here. See, I guessed it. I'm a big fan of writers, and I have my favorite writers. In fact, I was talking about a movie last night to Anima while she was asleep. Sent her a crap load of message about one of my favorite films when I was a child. I watched Orson Welles' film, 1962 film, The Trial, with what's his name that played Norman Bates, Anthony Perkins. And it is just a film that hit me as a kid, little kid, 7 years old. I'm watching that fucking movie. And as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I go to look up some stuff on it, and I'm like, holy crap, man. So I downloaded a copy for my own pleasure. And I looked at it, and I'm like, oh my God, that is adapted from a story by Franz Kafka. I said, Anima will never fucking watch that movie with me. Ever.
I hate Kafka. Fuck him.
I know you do. Baby, you're my fiance. I fucking know the things you hate.
I know. You better, mister.
But what's funny is I thought it was really cool that a bulk of the scenes that were shot for that film were shot in Croatia. In starts with
Zagreb.
Zagreb.
Croatia's capital.
And for exterior shots. And I thought that was
Zagreb looks like Vienna, but fucked up. A little dirtier. Yeah, I mean, it used to be Austria-Hungarian kingdom.
Empire.
So yeah, empire. So the architecture is pretty much the same.
I've never seen the version with Kyle MacLachlan. I've only seen the Anthony Perkins one with Orson Welles directing. And I'm telling you, man, that movie is so influential. Like, it is one of the most influential films of all time. And ironically, is an influence on a film that is considered the single most influential film of the 20th century, Blade Runner. The Trial influenced Ridley Scott's the way he shot Blade Runner. Another film that was inspired by it is another very Franz Kafka-esque movie called Brazil.
Oh,
Terry Gilliam.
fuck that movie.
My problem with Terry Gilliam is, one, he's too into Kafka-esque shit. That's one. Two, he is a Freudian, and I don't like Freudians because everything to him is psychosexual. And like his statement about Batman, his problem with Chris Nolan's Batman is that in his mind, men are driven by sexual desire. That is their main drive.
That's the crazy thing.
Are you out of your fucking mind? I said, there's a reason why Freud's theories end at puberty, because they don't fucking work. They can't go any further. They make no sense. Like, if you want to talk about anybody, let's talk about Eric Erickson or Anderson or some of those other great doctors. I mean, shit. I would rather talk about Maslow or who's the other one that the stages of grief. I forgot his name. There's these great fucking analysts and researchers that did some incredible writing that far expands on anything that Freud thought. Freud was basically diagnosing himself and then normalizing his fucking problems by making it about everybody else.
Exactly.
I mean, he is a fucked up person, man.
I want to know who's rating these movies on IMDb.
Oh, come on. You have to say it right.
Yeah,
Jagged Edge has a 6.5 out of 10. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on here where you say it right?
IMDb, all right? I did.
Yes.
There you go.
6.5 for Jagged Edge out of 10? What?
Jay is here. Dr. Freudian slip. things through the back door.
Oh man, there it is.
My
There
psych
it is.
teacher in college fucking laughed when I said a Freudian slip. Yeah, I wore one of those once. Did not fit well.
You know, it used to be a competition to slip one of these in here. You know, now we're near the end of the show before we get one. What is going on there?
Freudian slip.
You people
Yeah.
need to do better.
Right.
Do better in the chat.
Senator.
Do better, Senator, in the chat. Oh,
Yeah, and it was published posthumously. Yeah.
Capitano. Hello.
Yeah. Sigmund Freud was pretty good in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He's also pretty good in the movie The 7% Solution with James Mason, Robert Duvall,
sorry, James who?
and Nicole Williams. Like, that is a great fucking movie. Alan Arkin plays Freud in that movie.
He didn't
The
get it,
7% Solution. Yeah,
No,
I'm doing information right now. I'm not listening to jokes. I can't process your joke while I'm delivering information from my brain. So it doesn't do this at the same time. It does this and does this. It this and this. I have what's referred to as a narrow bandwidth for information. It's either going in or it's coming out.
I really
Crazy.
think that. I really think
Like
that,
me. Today I'm totally gay. Anyway. Now
today?
this is
What do you mean
this is
today?
part of the film
Yeah.
where they had finished the film. Shooting was done. They had done the initial edit of it, watched it, and it was missing something. And they figured out what it was, and they said, we need a better conclusion. So they came back to the same sets, had to put everything back together again, and the entire fire engine scene was shot later. This was all done after the film had already wrapped. And boy, I tell you, I think that it works. It's a better ending because of it. And I mean, it's crazy. My favorite shot in this is the shots where Cyrus fucking fires the hose at the two bike cops, blows them off their fucking bikes. That was fucking cool. I also like that Ving Rhames' character is killed by the motorcycle exploding. That was awesome.
My favorite moment is when they have that real life-size model of the plane and slide it into the lobby of that hotel that was to be torn down. Holy shit, that was crazy. One shot, only one shot. That was
By the way,
the thing.
the shooting in the streets was for real, and it got a lot of fucking calls to the police and emergency services.
Because people didn't know. Apparently,
Didn't
they
know
didn't
what
announce
was
it
going
properly, and people got scared.
I'm
So crazy.
guerrilla
talking
filmmaking.
about Scarface with Paul Muni and
Not
Scarface
guerrilla.
with
They
Al-
had permission.
in case
They
you
had
guys
permission.
are wondering what I'm talking about. Well, first of all, even though Scarface was inspired by the original film, it is a wholly different fucking animal because of the direction that Oliver Stone went in the script. And yes, it's a Brian De Palma film, but that's Oliver Stone's screenplay.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I do like that fucking movie, but it is not a film for the squeamish.
No, it's not. And what's funny
know.
is De Palma was interviewed by Playboy magazine, I think it was, one of those 20 question ones. And they asked him, there's a lot of uproar about the violence in this movie. What would you say to those that say it's over the top violent? He said, I didn't put anything in that movie that isn't on the 6 o'clock
On the news every
daily
day. That's right.
in Dade County, Florida.
That's
like,
right. Good
wow.
answer by him, even though I don't like Brian De Palma.
I know you don't, but I thought
I
I always
despise
find that
him.
interesting whenever you talk,
He is an
we talk about that one.
absolute fucking red communist. And
Yeah,
I
he
can't
is.
stand him. He takes pot shots at our military, our personnel with his movies that I don't like. And he only wants to point out the bad things. Like, you can have 90 great things happen and you get 10 of them, and that's what he wants to make the movie about. Bad ones.
Highly tell people all the time, watch a lot of his movies. They're good. I just got done showing the
He's a
client
good
couple
filmmaker.
weeks ago, The
Blowout.
Untouchables, which is fantastic, but don't watch his Vietnam War movie. It is anti-soldier. It is shit.
And Dale's in the movie, and he was the military advisor for the film, and he did the best he could to try to curb him as much as possible.
It's got two really good actors. It's got Michael J. Fox and it's got Sean Penn. And I don't remember the title of it, but my God, it's horrible. Hate that movie.
Casualties of War.
Yeah, Casualties of War.
And because it was already, that subject was already discussed in Platoon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And by the way,
made a whole movie worse. About it. Yeah.
In the script, it was worse in Platoon. And Dale's like, come on, Oliver.
Yeah.
Don't dwell on this shit. You know, you're taking away from the soldier's story by focusing on these negative things. And by the way, if you pay attention, all the redneck, beer drinking, whiskey drinking rednecks in Platoon are the bad guys in the movie.
They sure
and
are.
All of the pot smokers are the good guys. Which one do you think Oliver Stone was in with that last name?
Gee whiz.
Okay. As a hint, his last name should tell you.
Hello. He was hanging with Keith David. That's for sure.
Well, you got some good actors in that movie. Michael J. Fox, Sean Penn, Don Harvey's a great character actor. You've got that little fuckhead. He's like the early version of Pedro Pascal, John Leguizamo, who's a big fucking whiny cunt. I cannot stand that cocksucker. You've got another good actor. Eric King is in it. Ving Rhames, Dan Martin. Of course, my boss is in it, Dale Dye. And Sam Robards, to name a few in that movie. And Sean Penn, don't like the guy. Don't like the guy. He's another fucking pinko. But
great actor. Great actor.
Good fucking actor. And he's, I got to be honest, even director and writer. Like, I love the movie The Pledge with Jack Nicholson. Didn't do very well. I don't care. It's a good movie. Do you know the movie? That's one you might want to bring up, Martin, to the chief. If I forget to, please do, because that's a movie about a homicide detective who gets this case of a child killer. And he's like right when he's retiring, and he promises the mother, I will find the guy. I will catch him.
That's what Nicholson, right?
Yeah, Jack Nicholson. And it's got Sean Penn's ex-wife in it, not Madonna. What's her name?
Robin Wright Penn.
Princess Bride. Yeah, Robert Wright. And she's in it, plays the love interest for Nicholson, who has a daughter. And in the end, he ends up using the daughter as bait and gets caught by the mom and destroys his fucking life. And the worst part is, without him knowing who the killer is, the killer's dead. The killer dies in an automobile accident. They show it in the film. And damn, that movie. It's so dark. And he is left sitting in this gas station that he bought and owned. There's no business. Just sitting there in a chair outside talking to himself, trying to figure out the math of where he went wrong with his life. It's a tough movie. But Nicholson's performance in that was really good. I think one of Nicholson's best performances was All About Schmidt. I love that fucking movie. And it's the single time I've ever seen Nicholson really act, where he's not playing a version of himself. He's playing a whole different character. And it's funny as shit. Like when, what's her name? Bates, Kathy Bates, takes her clothes off and gets into the hot tub with him naked. The look on his face of sheer terror was fucking awesome and funny as shit. He could not get out of that tub fast enough. I mean, wouldn't you, Kathy Bates, got in the tub with you naked?
Hello.
Somebody that Austrian Anima doesn't like a Jewish by the way, was watching a really funny little Arnold video where it was AI created. And Anima thought it was funny. I made her listen to it.
It was one of the background movies that we watched, and he was mentioned as one of the people considered for the role. And they're like, imagine him saying with his Australian accent, put the bunny
Australian accent.
And
I kept playing it for her. She was so frustrated with the AI voice and she wasn't listening. And I had to play it for 4 fucking times before.
3
and then
times.
I had to also put on subtitles and pause it right on the subtitle. And she goes, "Oh," and she starts laughing. Like, yeah, okay.
Because I hate the AI videos. And then you give it wrong information too. Come on, a little bit of effort. Just a little bit. That annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah. There you go. Imagine that, an Austrian not liking a Jewish writer.
At least we're not talking painting here.
Oh my God, where's Mephisto when I need him? Oh my God. That is funny, John. But I'm just going to let you know, you may have just lost your invitation to our wedding.
Wait, we're inviting people to that?
Yeah, we are. We've already invited some.
I know.
Let's see. We is grooving tonight, dude. Yeah, man. Gambit, the first, your avatar is based on my favorite Bond poster. It is, and that is actually from a Japanese manga comic.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know this, that in the time when the movies were being made, Japan loved James Bond and converted some of the books into manga. So if you look, you can go find the manga versions of Ian Fleming's script, novels. It's pretty cool. Mine too, man. I love For Your Eyes Only. That's probably one of the most beloved Roger Moore films. I think it is the most loved Roger Moore film. Because I like that one and The Spy Who Loved Me are my 2 favorites with Roger Moore. Moonraker was up there when I was a kid, before I understood good writing.
It doesn't stand the test of time. It really doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
But
it is still a fun movie.
They were jumping on the Star Wars train with that one. Yeah.
Because we got to see a villain redeem himself. Jaws.
Yeah, we did. Jaws.
And become a hero by the end.
The eternal question was the pigtailed blonde that he fell in love with. Did she have a grill or not? Did she have a grill or not? Did she have braces or not?
I remember the braces.
I remember the braces too.
And I went to see that movie 3 times in the theater.
Really?
My dad only wanted to watch it once. So what he would do is he would drop me off and then pick me up after the movies. And it was out at the Virginia, the RC Virginia theaters, where our drive-in theater was too, because they owned the drive-in theater. And so I went to see it on Saturday matinees. I got to see it 3 weekends in a row because it was dirt cheap. I could get in for $1.50 to see a movie on Saturdays.
Not a book of
Well,
five?
you were probably seeing it in a second-run theater, right? Because I know we had a dollar theater called the Joy Cinema. It was one of the first.
No, that was just. This is the back in the 70s and the early 80s. Ticket prices were a whole different fucking animal.
Yeah, they were.
Anyone who doesn't like Scarface is just because they believe Sosa said so. De Palma went back to that territory again, and go look at Redacted. That movie got pulled. Like, it did no business. Nobody wanted to watch it. We're in the middle of a fucking war, you cocksucker, when he makes that movie. And it's like, people did not appreciate, Americans did not appreciate him doing that.
Is that the one with Adam Driver in it? No.
I've never seen it. I won't see it. I refuse to watch his fucking anti-war films. But it hurt his career. It hurt his career permanently. Redacted, I've glossed. It's not worth watching. It's not. It's just him.
It's not the movie I'm thinking
wanting
of.
to make American soldiers look bad. That's all he likes to do. I do love Carlito's Way. Another good movie.
Hell yeah, that's a great movie. A different twist on the mob type movie. Guy trying to get out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, which leads to the joke at the beginning of the show today when I said, "Oh, and there's Brian." How much Brian is in this movie?
Miles.
Miles O'Brien. Great film with Penn for sure. Carlito's Way. Yep. Well, look, Sean Penn and De Palma were very good friends, and they shared the same socio-political slant of being commies. Well, as is his dad. You know, Sean Penn's dad was part of the Hollywood 10.
I like his mob movies. I like Scarface. I like Carlito's Way. I like The Untouchables. You know.
Yeah, I like where he gets the fuck out of politics.
Yeah.
Casualties of War stars Fox with a dramatic gravitas and dignity. Palma apparently cannot look at the 1989 movie without feeling emotional. Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck does he got to be emotional about? He didn't see combat. God, I forgot about how much I love Taps. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Dude, we got to do that movie on Military Monday. You know, I was on a drill team. And
well, look, you've got a lot of good actors in that movie that we could do it for their birthday, including George C. Scott.
Tom Cruise, when nobody knew who he was. He
Isn't
is memorable,
man. It's so beautiful.
He makes the most of his less than 5 minutes on screen. Oh my God, he's awesome.
And him and that big snaggletooth.
Yep.
He didn't fix
that was before he fixed his teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's in Legend. He still has his snaggletooth.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then he got his.
We got to do that on Military Monday, Gary. We got to pick whoever's birthday. You know, make it Ronnie Cox, man. You know, whatever.
The Indian Runner, is that the? I'm trying to remember. Which one is that? Is that the one in the bar? Or is that the one with Anthony Hopkins?
1991.
Okay, it's not the one with Hopkins.
Ooh, I like the guy I'm seeing on the screen here.
Yeah,
Kanatsky?
The Indian runner. Yep.
David Morse and Viggo Mortensen. Wow. From 97?
There's a guy whose career got destroyed
91.
in Hollywood because he didn't share the typical leftist views in Hollywood. David Morse. Great fucking
Love
actor,
David
man.
Morse. I have not seen anything with him in it that I did not like.
Oh, Joe, did you see the show Hack with David Morse?
No.
Oh.
Guess I'll
he did a movie with Sean Penn that Sean Penn wrote and directed. Him and Nicholson, called The Crossing Guard, which I consider probably one of David Morse's best performances in a film. And Nicholson's good in it too. Angelica Houston is in it. And it is a powerful, powerful film about guilt and redemption. And you've got two people that need redemption in the film. One, the character played by David Morse, who was drunk and killed a little girl in a crosswalk, and went to prison. And on the day he's getting out, Nicholson, the father of the little girl, and his ex-wife, played by Angelica Houston, he has decided that he's going to murder him and avenge his daughter. And that is the drive of the story, are these two characters on a collision course and what's going to happen when it happens. And I'm telling you right now, if you like character studies and good drama and a bit of a thriller, that movie, The Crossing Guard, is fantastic filmmaking. I love indie filmmaking. I really do. And I got to tell you, man, I don't like Sean Penn, but I think he's a very talented, gifted motherfucker. So the cast of Taps is just insane. I heard recently that Cruise beat up Penn during the shoot. Not sure if it's verified. It wouldn't surprise me because Penn didn't put up with people's bullshit. And man, Penn was full of his own fucking ego in those days. Although my favorite joke from those years was when someone says, you know, I prefer Sean Penn when he was prima donna. Right? That's a great fucking joke.
I tell you an underrated one from back in the day when he was young, man, around the Fast Times years. Was it called? It's not Bad Boys, or is it called Bad Boys? The one about the juveniles in juvie. That is a great movie.
I don't know. That's what I was saying, Indy. I said that Sean Penn wrote and directed it. That's an original film by Sean Penn, and it proves the guy can fucking write. He understands story structure, and I hate the guy on a personal level, but I admire and respect the fucking talent that guy has. I would still like to kick him in the fucking nards for some of the shit he's done, but
right. Yeah, it is
let's
called
see.
Bad Boys before the current version of Bad Boys back in 1983.
I don't know if I'll ever do Colors. It's a good film.
That's a rough watch, man. That's a rough watch.
Again, there's a guy that bled red, white, and blue, man, is Robert Duvall.
Yep.
You know, and that he could get along. It's proof of, you know, how one side gets along with the other side better than the other way around.
He was a true professional. Yeah.
Because he was a true pro and liked working with Penn, respected him, and but he was absolutely a patriot. And,
Colors. I'd love to see
very, very conservative.
Because that takes place in LA, doesn't it? I'd love to see the Chief do that show.
Ditto.
Because that's another film he should watch right there. Oof, that is a rough one.
I would like to see him do The Pledge, and I would love to see him do Colors too. Those would be two good films for him to do, both involving Sean Penn in one way or another. Bad Boys, 1983.
Yep.
I barely remember that movie. I really do. That's the one where they're in
they're in juvie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And during one part of the movie, somebody that was
in I remembering something incorrectly? Isn't Adam Baldwin in that?
In Bad Boys? Let's take a look.
Superior Baldwin. I seem
Baldwin.
to remember his name being associated with that film. Because Adam was an 80s actor. A lot of people don't know that, man.
Oh, yeah.
My
Bodyguard, man. Yeah.
Good fucking movie, man. Come on, man.
I don't see him in the top cast. I'll pull up the rest of the cast and see.
No, he's excellent at both. I've seen his work on both sides. In fact, those two films I mentioned are both written and directed by him. He's good. He's good. I don't like him, but he's good. There was a great cameo of a Georgetown sweatshirt on a gangbanger in Colors. We really enjoyed that on campus. Bad Boys was so good and disturbing. Penn filling the pillow sack with soda cans. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. No, the Superior Baldwin is not in Bad Boys. No.
Clancy
not
Brown.
I am BD. I guess I'm stuck saying it wrong from now on, because if I say it right,
Baldwin's
people are going to go, what?
Very red-blooded, conservatives in Hollywood, is Adam Baldwin, and it hurt his career. That's why he left Twitter, because he was afraid it was going to kill his career. And
I think he also just got sick of social media, because there's so much bullshit going around there. He just didn't.
Yeah, but he wasn't going and dealing with it. He was projecting it. He was going up there just to say shit, and he appreciated people that appreciated what he was saying. I love the guy. I really do. The last show he was on that I remember anything about was in that stupid 911 Lone Star series.
Yeah, God, it's just top credit.
I hate those.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just not a fan of the 911 shows. I don't think they're very good. They're terrible showing what actually goes on with fire rescue, with paramedicine. Like, they were doing things in one episode, and I'm like, no, but people would go to prison if they did that on the job. Like, not just get fired. They would go to jail for it. That show is so stupid. Colors, yeah. I really like Colors. Great soundtrack, too.
Wow. He's done a lot of the Superior Baldwin has done a lot of voice work in animated Batman stuff.
Yep.
Batman, he's been a Morpho.
Well, he's coming back to voice his character for
that's right. Firefly's doing an animated
sequel series.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not
or
interested.
prequel. It's either a prequel or a sequel. I'm probably going to check it out, but I'm not going to give two shits one way or the other. At Close Range is one of those films. The only Madonna song I ever liked is in that movie, Live to Tell. I think that's a great fucking song.
There's no way you can.
Great movie.
There's no way you can revisit Firefly without Ron Glass. I'm sorry.
Loosely based on a true story. At Close Ranges, loosely based on a true story.
Yeah, it was originally based on, and then they decided to take some artistic license, which pissed off the family.
Mm-hmm.
And there were lawsuits over that movie. But I got to tell you, that fucking ending, Sean Penn made me fucking cry.
Yeah. It's
that
awesome.
emotional moment when he had to point out his father.
Yeah. In the courtroom.
From the witness stand. And it just ends right there abruptly.
Yeah.
Right,
you know he's fucked. He's completely fucked. Yeah.
And Sean Penn's brother had the superior Penn in the film. His brother Christopher was in it.
Yeah.
Not only that, the other kid that gets compared to looking like Sean Penn from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures, that guy was in it. Bill was in it. He played his brother in it too. And then you had who else was in it as well? Because there's another kid in it that gets killed. Yeah, there we go. That's what Alpha thinks when every time you say I am BDSM.
There you go. Man, the Superior Baldwin, I'll stop talking about him, but he apparently voices Superman in my favorite fucking video game. He is the voice of Superman in DC Universe Online. Wow. That's cool. I love it.
And the guy from Wings voiced him in the animated series and connected movies, animated movies. Rena Santoni from Dirty Harry is in Bad Boys as well. They hate Baldwin because he coined Gamergate, which they can't stand. He's a smart dude, man. I fucking love the guy. Let's not forget Asa Morales, either for that movie. Yeah, another good fucking actor. I mean, Bad Boys. S.A. or S.I. Jennifer Love Hewitt looked great in
Okay.
911.
Let's go back. You know, the client list. Ghost Whisperer. She's a lot better looking than a lot of other stuff, guys. Really.
I like.
She was very noticeable in her legal teens.
Yeah. Very noticeable. My second wife looked exactly like her. Yikes.
Amazing titties.
Woof. Like I said, Nicolas Cage do it in January because his birthday is, I think, first or second week of January, so he's listed.
That's it. Gambit couldn't remember the title. Soundtracks are more important to movies. To circle back, Sheena Easton was the only singer to do both the opening and appear on film for the Bond film For Your Eyes Only. Yeah. She is in the opening.
Not true. No. Madonna did it too.
Well, she's in it, but as a different character.
Madonna.
But she is in it.
Madonna's in.
He plays the worst character in that movie.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
But she managed to be the worst character and the worst actor in that movie. But she is in it. But no, Sheena Easton appears as herself in the movie.
Okay.
And she's in the opening credits. Gotcha. You get to see her with that fucking spiked hairdo she's wearing, where her hair's all fucking moosed up.
Yeah.
We little Scottish girl. Yeah. She's a little pixie girl, man. She's tiny.
That's why Prince loved her so much. They were the same height.
Yeah. Wrote a song for her that she didn't even quite understand.
Right.
She did not understand that song's dirty. Sugar Walls. It's a dirty song. Just letting you know. She didn't know it when she first did it. I heard amazing things about Cohen and Tate with Adam Baldwin and Roy Scheider. It is a good film. I remember that movie. And there are a couple of films. There's a film I just dug up the other night that I'm thinking about doing called Nathan Hayes, with one young blonde actor that competed for roles with Adam Baldwin back in the 80s. And he and a young Tommy Lee Jones action film, Nathan Hayes, is another film from that period that I like a lot. Sheena Easton played an immortal in the Highlander TV series, a Scotswoman playing an Irish woman. Well, they're pretty interchangeable because, as I've always said to all my Scottish friends, a Scotsman's just an Irishman that never learned to swim. During the sequence, Easton also starred alongside Stacy Keach in Creepshow special Body Bags. Yeah, John Carpenter's movie, little anthological movie. And all right, we've reached the end of this. Gambit, rest in peace to Robert Carradine, who plays a serial killer in that flick. Yeah. I like that movie, but I don't consider it a legit film because it's an anthology film. So, for me, a movie to be a movie, you need to have the same main characters from beginning to end. And that's why I love the Creepshow films. Well, at least the first two. Something to Tide You Over is like one of my favorites. But Cat's Eye is the same way. I like the movie Cat's Eye. But the only reason why that kinda makes it as a movie is because the little girl and the cat. Because that's the overarching storyline of the film is the little girl and that little troll and the cat. And it's a good fucking movie. I like that movie.
Man, I love that little troll. I would love to have a collectible of it.
Oh, the little troll?
Yeah.
That thing's scary in that movie. Like, not like freaky scary, but just weird scary, just the way it moves. They used a human being in a costume to do it, and they sped it up a little bit, and it's fucking cool looking. Yeah, another great film. I fucking love that movie, and I want to show that movie to Anima because she has not enjoyed Rutger Hauer until he chews the scenery as the main villain in that movie. Okay. He is so fucking good in that movie. It is worth the price.
You gotta be talking about The Hitcher.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, man. That movie's awesome.
I love The Hitcher. Now, I never saw the remake with Gary Busey's son Jake.
Why remake perfection? I don't understand.
I didn't want to see it because that's how I feel. Rutger Hauer's version of that film with Thomas C. Howell is a near perfect film. One mistake is made in that story in the writing. And it's the scene where she gets pulled apart. All they had to do is change a couple of things for that scene to make sense better. It was dumb. And I hate that.
Doesn't matter. Perfect movie. I don't care.
It's a near perfect movie. I will not forgive it for that mistake in the writing. I can't. I would be a hypocrite if I did, because as a critic, I absolutely go after films if they fuck up. And I will say this movie's near perfect. This movie we watched it, talked about today. Nowhere near perfect.
Check your brain at the door and you'll have a good time.
It is absolutely got to check your brain at the door. You have to, because you cannot enjoy this otherwise. It is pure escapism. And what makes this movie great is the cast. This has an incredible 90s cast. I mean, incredible. The Wrath was actually my favorite story from the second film because I'd read the short story. And I was looking forward to seeing that, how they did it as a film.
I don't remember Creepshow 2 that much. I remember the first one.
There's a third one too, and it's not good. Oh. But damn it, Creepshow 1 and 2 are good films. What's this about, Jake? Hitcher remake has Sean Bean, and the Hitcher sequel is really bad. That's the one with Jake Busey. Yeah, I remember now. And I didn't like the one with Sean Bean either. I didn't want to watch it. Not interested in it. And I'm a Sean Bean fan.
How dare you?
One, I knew that he would die at the end.
Right? So he's going to die.
And I get tired of
Spoiler alert, Sean Bean.
Sean Bean dies all the time. Stop killing Sean Bean. I'm Seinfeld now.
I can't remember who did the video. I think it was the Critical Drinker. He said, and shocker, Sean Bean dies. And then he showed a clip of every fucking death he's had in a movie. It's ridiculous. It just went on.
I am
funny as shit.
I had dinner with Dolph Lundgren is all I got. And I got kicked for it because I asked him about something I was told not to ask him about because he had brought up method acting. And I said, did you use method acting as He-Man?
Oh, man.
Because that's all I wanted to talk to him about. And I felt I couldn't talk to him about it. And Jim Woodward kicked me under the table very hard with his hard-soled boots. He had boots on. Kicked me with those fucking boots right in his shin. And I doubled over and Lundgren thought that was funny.
It was.
And that I got hurt. But that was back when he was dating Jim Woodward's sister, Annie. Annie, like, once she became famous, she's only famous in certain circles, like dealing with modeling. Past that, nobody knows who the hell she is. She was in one episode of The Cosby Show as one of the daughter's best friends. And she was famous in circles. Like, she was on Elle magazine a lot as a model.
Who is this?
And
sorry, I missed it. Who are you talking about?
My childhood best friend's little sister. I've known her since she was little, and I'm part of that family, I'm part of their family. I'm close to all of them. And at least was. I'm less now. But back in the day, these were people that were in my daily life. And Annie was just this little knobby-kneed little girl that got her first job at 16 at Chick-fil-A at the mall. And I even said that to her. I said, I know you're like this supermodel, but you're always going to be that knobby-kneed girl that served me cold chicken at Chick-fil-A. And the reason it was cold, it was free. She would give us free food when we come in to visit her. Con Air really is like a comic book movie. It is. Land a plane in Las Vegas Strip without hurting anyone. Check your brain when you buy your ticket. Enjoy. Yep, there you go. John Woo directed the remake of his own movie, The Killer, which is a mistake. I agree. Look, he's a crap director now. I mean, this last thing he did. Well, anyway, Enema, could I translate throughout the regiment? There you go, in German for you.
Innerhalb des Regiments.
There you go. That was for you.
You overcomplicated that one word. It's just innerhalb.
Yeah, they gender flipped it, and I'm just like, this just gonna be dumb. It's gonna be dumb. It's gonna be dumb and badly acted. I'm not gonna watch this movie. But there is a movie that I plan to squeeze in at some point. Not sure how. But I like Hong Kong cinema, and I also love shit that comes out of Korea. They're martial arts action films. And it is a film that came out in 2010 that a lot of people don't know inspired John Wick. And the movie is called The Man from Nowhere. The Man from Nowhere. It has some of the most intense close quarter combat I'd ever seen. A lot of Kali being used in that fucking movie. Okay. And it's the same kind of moves. When you watch it, you'll see certain moves that got echoed later in John Wick because it's a use of guns and knives and hand-to-hand combat. And I love that fucking movie. I really do. The Man from Nowhere. And I just learned that the little girl in that movie is dead. She self-deleted.
Oh, no.
She got busted for because she was on a Netflix series, and she got busted for a DUI, and people went after her on social media, and it drove her to end her life.
If you're having thoughts like that, call 988. Just saying.
The guy portraying Adam in the upcoming He-Man as a resemblance to the underwear model. Yeah, and he's only known for doing like gay romantic comedies. Like he did. He's not very well known, and he did he played gay characters in 2 films. And so, but I give people room. It's like, show me you can act and not just play what you are in
Dude,
real life.
when Michael Keaton was named as Batman, everybody lost their minds. What?
Let me tell you,
Him? And then you got it.
I was there. And I was one of them that had doubts at first. Michael Keaton? But then I saw a little film called Clean and Sober. Not to mention Beetlejuice. And he's scary as shit in that movie. Funny.
If you can play comedy, you can play anything. Sorry.
And he did a movie called Clean and Sober, which is a very dark movie about
alcoholism and recovery. It's a very good movie.
And he proved that he could fucking act. And I told people from that point forward, stop questioning. He's going to be good. He's going to be good. But he's so short. Camera makes you look really tall. What are you talking about?
Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover, man. I mean, Coleman Domingo is queer as a $4 bill, and he's great in everything he fucking does. I love the guy. If he doesn't get nominated for playing Joe Jackson this year, there's something fucking wrong.
Oh, in the new Michael film?
Yep. He plays Joe Jackson, and he's fucking... Yeah,
did you say queer is a $3 bill?
That's what I said.
That's an old adage. That's like,
gee whiz, you and I are about the same age, Yeah, I knew you'd get it.
I love that, man. Queer is a $3 bill.
Yep.
And I think my biggest play on that was when I turned to one of my buddies. This is right when the $2 bill came back. Remember that shit?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them in a tip jar in my bar. Yeah.
And I said, that's as gay as a $2 bill. And he went, what? But it's really gay. I hate it. Nobody likes it.
It's about.
I was in the army saying shit like that. As fruity as it feels, I might have to watch the new Master of the Universe movie. I'm going to tell you something. Anybody who liked the fucking cartoon is going to enjoy this. And if they say didn't, they're lying.
Am I the only one that's getting Flash Gordon vibes from the trailers?
Yes, man? You're the only one.
A little bit. I can see it. There's a hint of the tongue in the cheek thing.
Yes.
But by the way, if you didn't know this, there was a Marvel Comics adaptation of Flash Gordon based off of the screenplay. But here's the difference. The Flash Gordon comic, which was, I think, written by Archie Goodwin and drawn by Al Williamson, does not have any of the silliness in it. It is a straightforward Flash Gordon story. Huh. And you got Al Williamson, the guy who came up doing Prince Valiant and shit like that. Like, he was one of those he's my hero as far as comic art goes. He's the guy I try to draw most like. And Al Williamson, man, oh man. He makes it. He did the Empire Strikes Back comic adaptation. He did Return of the Jedi, and he also did Blade Runner adaptation with Carlos Garzón. He penciled it and Garzón inked. So I'm just telling you, go look for this if you've never seen it. The Flash Gordon movie adaptation comic. It's serious. It's not funny. And it's trippy. It's the same movie, just you see things from a different perspective in it. I was trying to translate, there were men from Anhalt throughout the entire regiment, but I was struggling over the wording. Anima, that was for you.
Let Amelia translate that.
Meow. Well, Kim Se-ron, July 30th, 2000 to 2025. She couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle it. And that's fucking sad. Clean and Sober, really great film. Keaton, also great in One Good Cop. That's a good movie, too. I like that movie. Also, as the villain in Pacific Heights, I like that movie. And then the other movie we talked about, Martin, with him, and it is really good. God, I forgot the name of it again. where he's trying to escape, going to the hospital.
And
he's a prisoner.
Desperate Measures.
Man, that's a great cover on that thing. I just found it on Amazon.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, absolutely. It is a comic worth checking out for movie tie-ins. My other favorite movie tie-in was Bram Stoker's Dracula by Francis Ford Coppola, adapted and drawn by Hellboy creator. Just forgot his name.
Mike Mignola.
Mike Mignola, right. And it's time of dumbfounding that the Brits tend to rely on fixing their American accents for each film. Yeah, here's what happens. Most of the time they get nasal when they do an American accent. It's annoying. And they're trying to do often a neutral accent. What English people do better than anybody is Southern accents or New York or Southern accents, because Southern accents actually are the closest thing to East End London accents. And in fact, they use a lot of the same words. Ain't came from the British, bringing it over. Okay, there you go on that one. I'm not going to read that one. Thanks. Okay. You guys just having your own conversation. Oh, yeah. Pacific Heights. He is so creepy in that film. Yeah. Like, he's in this movie with Matthew Modine, Clancy Brown, and Melanie Griffith. And all you notice is fucking Michael Keaton in that movie. He's the star of that fucking movie. It's good. I like it. Pacific Heights. All right, we're going to wrap this shit up and get the hell out of here. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. John Whitaker, 11 Alpha, Gambit, Meth, John Ostains, Sox Bulletins popped in. Indie Phantom Sofa Cinema. Good to meet you, man. I hope you check us and rejoin us again. It's fun hanging out with you and talking with you. Das Warfen. Don't forget, every Friday night, he's gaming here on the channel.
Wednesday and Friday now.
Now Wednesday.
Wednesday too.
And Friday.
So after our shows on Wednesday and on Friday, you can stick around and watch his latest gaming show.
You know why I miss when you mess with him with the do you want to touch my monkey?
You want to touch my monkey?
Yeah.
Cavicino Cavalryman Che is here. And Che, you weren't here at the beginning of the show when I was explaining the ribbons on his chest and all the shit on him, the accoutrement, and why. Like I was explaining basically the blue, what the blue is used for, the blue rope, the blue around the emblem on the lapels, the blue on the infantry combat badge is all about infantry. And why do they have their own color? And why is it so important? Because they're the ones who more often than not die in combat. That's why. They're the guys that are the tip of the spear for us. Monday mornings with PCM is the best way to start the week. Thanks, everyone. You bet, John. I'm glad you feel that way, buddy. Thank you. I also want to thank Shinatsky, because I didn't finish the thank yous. And that's it. Shinatsky is in the chat, probably saying something sardonic about me. He really shit on me today, too. Like, because I was in the studio, nobody was here. It was just me. And I'm like, are you guys going to show up, or is it just me? I'm first in the studio. What do I win? And Shinatsky replies, oh shit, what did he say?
Contempt.
That fucking prick.
I love Shinatsky. He's cool.
I do too. All the branches have a branch color. Only infantry has a blue cord. And by the way, any of you guys that are watching the show want to go in the Army, if your drill sergeant doesn't have one, ask him why he doesn't have his blue. Why don't you have your blue cord?
Look at that face.
It is absolutely the best thing to ask them. Tell him.
He's
Jeff.
setting you up. Don't listen to him.
Because I'll tell you right now, if they don't have that blue cord, they are fucking annoyed that they don't have their blue cord.
They want that blue cord.
It's absolutely beloved having that. And you have to finish infantry AIT. to get it.
Yep.
You can't. I couldn't get it, even though I was with an infantry
police
unit.
don't get it. No.
I was with an infantry unit, but I'm a combat medic.
But your support. You are not an infantryman. Yep.
That's right.
I
went up there. I stacked up with those motherfuckers. Still not infantryman, but they were nice to me about it. They liked me.
I so wanted to be in the first Cav military police unit they had. They had a company of military policemen attached to them at Fort Hood. That was the two places you had military police. You had the first Cav, and then I was in the 89th military police battalion. But dude, I so wanted to wear that first Cav patch. I really did. That's one of the coolest patches of all time. It really is.
Yeah. Just so you know, whenever I read the word English, I don't hear English. I hear English. Blade Runner ruined me. Discipline is the ability to consciously adhere to the rules and plans. Yeah. Yeah. Spur ride is torture. Never did it. And by a strange coincidence, 11 Alpha is the MOS for an infantry officer. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I think you actually told me that before.
I like your username, Alpha.
Oh, I do too. Also, I am not very creative with usernames. No, you're a literal person. I couldn't understand that as somebody with ADHD and OCD. I'm very literal. It's annoying. So that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. It was a fun show today. I enjoyed talking about this movie.
And we actually talked a lot about the movie. I'm proud of us.
You're easy to please. I mean, that's why you're my fiance.
Fuck off.
So my
Don't make me regret
Google
it.
helps me out with the translation of it. Gotcha. All right, we're out of here, guys. Everybody have a great day today. Thank you so much. Bye now.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.
This episode is brought to you by the front-leaning rest position. Drop right your face now.